What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah, there you are. Sorry.
Oh, there he is.
I was with you and then I wasn't with you. I thought I pushed a button that I didn't push.
Morning, Sean.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing.
I mean, do we want to give everybody the update, or how you feeling? Or...
Sure. Yeah, I got stuffy head. I got headache.
Okay.
Some achy.
Now the headache. It seems like that's been kind of lingering because you were talking about that yesterday as well.
Yeah, it won't go away. It kind of gets less and worse. But it kind of just lingers.
Any feverishness or anything like that?
No fever.
Good.
I can still smell.
Good. Awesome.
But
now when you say you
pain,
can still smell, you mean you can still smell things with your nose? Because we all know you can still smell. We've been around you in a room, Michael.
This is true.
Especially after bean night.
I can emit odor.
You can also take it in.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so nothing's set in stone, nothing's for sure, but playing it by ear, I guess, right?
Basically, I mean, at this point, it's just a cold.
There you go. There's been a lot of sinus stuff going around. I mean, it's...
Well, if I can go get tested, but I'm just going to go back here anyway.
Right.
So
I would think
I'm going to wait.
Best course of action is, when things kind of clear up, when the quarantine time is over, go get tested and see what happens.
Yeah. And then on the other side, if it gets to a point where it's worse, then I will go get medical treatment. But till I need medical treatment, I'm not going over there.
Yeah, exactly. It's craziness. I mean, you've got all the comforts of home at home. Just enjoy that for right now.
Well, they're not going to do anything for me that I can't do here.
Exactly.
So convalesce.
We'll just play it by ear. But how's
do the show?
How's Kimberly doing?
She's doing a little better.
Good.
I talked to her for a minute this morning. She's having some abdominal pain too, so that's a new one. But her cough part's less.
That's good. Abdominal pain. That's different. That's not a symptom I'm familiar with hearing.
Kim said she read it was.
Okay.
Because she experienced it last night, and I'm a little achy, not abdominal pain, but achy.
Sure.
Acidy.
Acid.
Like heartburn, but not the same.
Right.
It's not like
reflux.
heartburn you have like in chest. This is like stomach acid that just kind of
comes up,
lingers.
Yeah.
And just it burns.
That's literal acid reflux. That's what took Ashley Simpson off of SNL, or caused her to lip sync on SNL.
Well, I take Prilosec. I never have this problem ever, and I've been on it.
Right.
I took Quinus, so to have it, that's not right.
Yeah, that doesn't seem totally normal.
Yeah, I think that's just it. I think this is, my version.
Yeah, just kind of.
This is my COVID.
This is how I choose to represent COVID.
We speak your name.
We stand together. COVID. COVID strong. They recently added a bunch of, and this is, it was a bit on my other show, but they recently added a bunch of words to dictionary.com, and one of the words they added was long COVID. I don't know, it just makes me laugh. It's like a great, oh, you got that long COVID?
Yeah, like the long con.
Yeah. Right, that's right up there with like Ligma. I got that Ligma COVID.
Oh, man. Yep. But that's what we're dealing with.
Yeah, fun times.
How are you doing?
Things are going, man. It's the outside world is still moving. Interesting things happening on all parts of this here globe that I'm trying to turn and my attention away from and not talk about, not think about, not try to imagine my children coming up in this world. Just all those things, just all of it. Just all of it.
You got a very Walking Dead outlook about today.
It's just sometimes it feels right to live in the apocalypse. Sometimes it's good to embrace. It's like they say, apocalypse now.
I feel fine. Everything's great. Why are you carrying a backpack full of canned goods?
Sometimes I like to take it with me. But don't judge me.
And a bow and arrow.
Is that 10 pounds of dehydrated roast beef? Wow, you are thoroughly prepared. Sometimes I like to have a big lunch, What can I say?
Sure.
That's right.
Sure. And just a penchant for opening cans.
Yep. We've changed up your hat game a little bit, by the way, today.
Okay.
If you want to log into the stream, but those who are watching, here's the problem: we didn't have a Richland hat, or I have one, but I didn't happen to bring my hat with me today, so we had to put the Dodge Boys hat on, and it's a one size fits all hat. So it's kind of camping up on top of Mike's dome like a yarmulke right now. Mike's rocking the Dodge Boys yarmulke.
All right. Good.
It's a good look, too.
I have my Dodge Boys hat up there on the...
Yeah, that's the one you're rocking right now.
On the wall. Yeah, it's actually a hat, but on Big BFM, I understand it turns into a...
You know what it looks
yarmulke.
like? I almost want to put a propeller on top. It looks like one of those Fez propeller hats from back in the day.
Any hat. Like, maybe I need like a Panama Jack hat or something to put up on there.
Yeah, just something that's real floppy.
Yeah, something gives me looks like I'm adventurous.
Right. He's
or
down
BFM's
there.
adventurous.
Down there because he busted out his flip flop, stepped on a pop top.
There it is. Looks good.
Yeah, right. Not bad.
It's a little cockeyed.
Trust me, that was the only way we could get it to stay up there. You're a little cockeyed, all right? That's the problem. You're kind of slanted.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
No arguments there. So, I guess I should do the rundown.
Yes.
For my Richland head apparel, to go with that, we're going to have Freddie Sosa join us from Richland. And we will talk cars and sales and service and whatever else Freddie wants to talk about.
Brand Champion program, all the cool stuff happening over there at Richland. They're doing all sorts of good stuff to make it so you ride for the brand.
Sweet. And then at 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15 or so, Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, will stop by and we'll chit-chat with her and BFM.
Yeah.
And then Crystal Smith with the Humane Society going to pop in, get an update from her.
Right.
Unfortunately, she had to bug out last time, so it's been a while since we got an update.
It has been a couple visits, so it'll be nice to chit chat with Crystal and see what's going on over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, plus your features that include the news, both of the national and local variety, your town hall business, and whatever else you can come up with.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Is Freddie in the building?
I believe someone is here. Yes, he is.
Somebody.
I was waiting for the thumb.
Very Freddie-like, but I'm not sure.
Freddie-esque
Could be an
entity.
imposter.
That's right. It's a deep fake. Got a deep fake sitting in the group.
I'm going to ask this person a question only Freddie would know.
There you go. Things are going to get interesting today. Freddie's giving us a look. You're going to get interviewed by Big Flat Mike today. All right, but
he's COVID free.
He's totally good. Maskless.
All right, it is 7:15. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather. By the way, I forget to go get mine on the iPad. I better do that while this is playing. Enjoy.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine and our afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, 67 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 84% with winds calm at the moment. For today, expect sunny skies, a high of 93. Winds will be out of the southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 66. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For you Friday, sunny, 93 for a high. Southwest winds 5 to 10. Looking at the weekend, a 20% chance of showers on Saturday, mainly for the afternoon. Mostly sunny with a high of 92 expected. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. 20% chance of rain on Sunday as well. Once again, mostly sunny, high near 90. And looks like we'll be floating in the low to mid 90s for next week. Not seeing any talk of rain, but yeah, 93, 94. 95 on Tuesday, so yeah, mid-90s. All right, it is 7:16. We're going to go ahead and take about a 3.5-minute commercial break. And then Freddie Sosa with Richland will join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
We know you love your car. And at Big O Tires, we love your car too. We know it's so much more than just how you get from here to there. That's why your locally owned Big O is proud to help keep your car in top shape with our always trustworthy service, quality products, and some of the best deals in town. Right now through September 6th, head over to your local Big O Tires for our anniversary sale and save $100 instantly on select sets of 4 Big O brand tires. And don't forget, we have easy and affordable financing options available for nearly any budget. As members of your community, we know what's important to you and your car. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price. Not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
I believe that God owns everything. He's the source of our wealth, of our talents, and really of every moment in our lives. We may not take credit for anything we have, because whatever we have has been entrusted to us by God to be used cheerfully and generously to serve Him. God wants us to be content with what we have, knowing that He'll provide everything we need for each day. He asks that we use our money wisely, recognizing that it belongs to Him and that someday we'll have to give an account to how we spend it. As a token of our gratitude, He expects us to give a portion of all that we've received to be used in His kingdom. We must use God's gifts to serve others, not for our own glory, but for His. God has also given each of us certain abilities to use, not with a sense of pride, but with gratitude and dedication. As stewards of each moment of time, God calls us to use even that time wisely, making the most of every opportunity to live for Him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita Party Tostadas, the perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back, the chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico and take the party up a notch with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Turtles can breathe through their butts. We imagine you know some people who do that too, because that's where their heads reside. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:20, and joining us in studio, I'm not there, but he is, Freddie Sosa with Richland. Morning, Freddie. Hello? Maybe they're not there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
We're a ragtag bunch of team or a bunch of folks here. Sorry about that, Mike.
That's all right. Is Freddie there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Ah, I can kind of hear him.
How about now?
No.
He's on 4. How about now?
Now I can.
Dun, da, da, da.
That's him. I heard him earlier, but I think it was through Sean's mic.
Yeah, they had the wrong one turned on.
Ah, very good. Well, I'm going to take 2. It is 7:21, and joining us in studio this morning from Richland is Freddie Sosa. Morning, Freddie.
Morning.
How you doing, bud?
Oh, not too bad. Just staring at a rather large cutout of your face, and I'm kind of digging it.
The BFM. Yeah. A big flat mic. He looked good behind a wheel of a Corvette, maybe.
Right?
Yeah. Perhaps maybe something, something sporty, but maybe something rugged. Yeah. Either way, he looked good in either. He's got sunglasses. Those are for party or for business.
Hey, double threat.
That's right. So, how's life at Richland? Things been busy. How's inventory? How's all the
inventory's actually getting better every single day. We're starting seeing some of that stuff that we said's been held up trickling along. So that's for the first time in a long time. I have 1 or 2 3/4 ton trucks sitting on the lot. I got a few 1/2 ton trucks sitting on the lot. So right now, for the first time in months, we have a little bit of inventory that you can look at instead of actually trying to pre-buy stuff that hasn't even hit the lot.
Gotcha. So it's not quite the days of the truck rolls in and people are buying them before the wheels on the vehicles hit the actual pavement.
It's still happening. I mean, we got lots of people every day calling in trying to purchase some of the stuff, but we just had a little bit of an influx of stuff hit where we've been lucky enough to have some stuff sit around for 4 or 5 days before they haven't been able to sit around at all.
Okay. I guess the glass half full spin on then would be that folks, your pre-owned vehicles are worth a whole lot more money now. So if you're looking to trade things like that, you're probably going to get more bang for your buck right now. Is that
well,
still
and
the
take
case?
advantage of that right now while it's lasting. I think right now we're at the tail end of that, but take advantage of it while you can. I mean, you're right, Mike. I mean, trade values have been the highest they've been in years, but I promise you, it's not going to last forever.
Yeah, once the holdup, the supply and demand issue gets back to normal, yeah, that will go away.
Yeah.
So, but and trust us, that will happen sooner than later. There's only so long of factories full of cars waiting for one part to be shipped that they'll put up with for so long, and then they're going to figure out a way to get that happen. So.
Yeah, and right now for the consumer, for the customer, I mean, it's great for you. So take advantage of it while we can.
Absolutely. So obviously, let's talk a little bit about the service department and everything. Obviously people making cars last so longer, especially with, new car inventory cross country down. But if you need to get work done, get all that stuff, doesn't matter your make or model, the Richland Service Department, they got you covered.
Exactly. And our service department, both at our Chrysler Dodge Jeep store and our GM store, I mean, it's the busiest they've been in years. I mean, we're still selling a lot of cars, but our service departments are extremely busy. And that's a good thing. And a lot of it is more preventative maintenance than it is stuff actually going wrong. I mean, we're scheduling 20 to 30 just oil changes a day. And that's they're taking advantage of the brand champion program. The fact that they get 50% off an oil change and something to drive while they're instead of waiting at the dealership for their car to get done.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and this is something that when Richland started, they've committed to saying, we're going to make sure we have customers for life. That's our game plan. So to do that, as part of that, is the Richland Brand Champion program. So if you buy a vehicle, whether you bought one since they've been opened or you're about to buy one, you are a part of the program, and you get perks, like you said, the discount oil changes, free pickups, discounts on parts and accessories if you want to customize. There's more to that, but it's a Benny program that you automatically get part of as soon as you buy any product from Richland, pretty much.
Yeah, and yesterday, prime example, we had a customer bought a vehicle from us less than a month ago, and they ran over a nail, and it was flat in their driveway, and everyone in service was busy. And so the salesman that actually sold the car said, "No, don't worry about it, I'll handle it." Nice. Jumps in there, goes in there, changes the tire out, or not changes the tire out, but puts the donut on there, brings it in so we can get it fixed. I mean, and just the fact that he wasn't willing to wait on the service department to get available when he was available was a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, your sales representatives, they again, it's the family thing. Malcolm sold me my Jeep a couple years ago, and we still chit chat. Hey, how's this going? This, that, checking in on you. That's part of that Richland brand experience.
Yeah, I mean that's it's what they're not necessarily trained to do, but it's what they want to do.
Sure, absolutely. So now as far as the inventory here, is there certain, because obviously you carry Dodge, Chrysler, GM. Is there certain brands that are having less issues or more issues? Where, like, are you getting more Jeeps than Chevys or any of those kind of? Is there any issues by model or by company?
No, I don't think there's any issues necessarily by model. Everyone's still behind on production, and so both our Chrysler store and us getting stuff a little bit slower than what we would like. But the cool thing isn't necessarily about how much product; it's the type of product we're getting in. So on the Chrysler Dodge Jeep side, they just got that new Grand Cherokee L in, which is a third row seat Grand Cherokee.
Okay,
and
so that's the biggest one yet. Yeah,
exactly, and it's something that Chrysler's been kind of missing out of with that. It just had the Durango, but that Grand Cherokee L. When I went to the Dodge store to check on some stuff yesterday, there was one being sold and another customer not necessarily upset, but wishing they would have got there about 30 minutes earlier because they wanted to buy the same Grand Cherokee L that the other customer was in there buying. And
gotcha.
I got a second just to kind of look through that car. And I mean, me being at the GM store, seeing some of this Chrysler product, I get impressed every time I'm in there too. It's exciting.
And everything with the Grand Cherokee. I mean, think about it. That I'm sure that the Grand Cherokee is one of the most awarded model of vehicle over time ever.
Yeah,
I mean, that thing just every year the Motor Trend, all those awards, it just sails through those.
Exactly, and I mean you see lots of models that are part of brands that only go so many years, but Cherokee and Grand Cherokee have been around for as long as I can remember when you relate it to Jeep. You have Wrangler and Grand Cherokee.
And they're one of the few like the Jeeps, the Grand Cherokees from like the 80s. You still see them on the road every once in a while. Yeah. And they all look great. They're 30-year-old cars, but they all run like champs. They look good. They're just stout vehicles.
And the same thing on the GM side. Every time we get one of these new Yukons, Tahoes, or Escalades in, the technology, the redesign is so exciting that it's cool just seeing something, people so excited about something that they're rushing in to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And we haven't seen this type of excitement from the consumer in years when it comes to new product and stuff like that. So
I imagine it picks up the online traffic, because you got probably a lot of people going to the Richland website and building cars, and kind of doing their, especially if they aren't able to walk the lots as much. They're kind of online, oh, I want to go with these wheels and this color with this, and you get to do a lot of customizing and then ordering, which is probably for people that are like, nope, I want a new vehicle. They're going that route right now.
Well, and we as a car salesman have to adapt, and we're not shy to the fact that our biggest showroom we have used to be just people coming into the lot and just driving in. We understand now that our biggest showroom is the internet. That's where people are shopping first. And so if we don't get really good there, we're going to be left behind too. And so we have a great internet department. Our internet manager, Maria Castillo, constantly every day making us better. I mean, and we love it.
Absolutely, yeah. And here's something. I know we're more into a normal world than we were a year ago in this COVID stuff, but
give us a couple months, we may mess that up. A couple weeks, we may mess that up.
Well, here I sit from my house doing a show. So.
Yeah.
But the thing that you guys have done and will continue to do through as long as Richland's Richland is, okay, there's lemons, make lemonade. You can't come to us. We'll come to you, like you said, the internet, everything else. But during this pandemic, you guys were going and delivering vehicles to people. Were all that. If there was a way to sell a vehicle or get someone what they need without breaking the parameters of the world we live in, you guys were finding ways to do that.
Well, I'll tell you something. With everything that's happened with COVID over the last over a year. And not necessarily just our business, but COVID's made us better car salesmen. I mean, we took for granted a lot of the fact that people could just come down, drop what they were doing, and we've had to adapt more than what we've ever done. And if you think about it, so have a lot of other businesses in there. For them to stay successful through what has been one of the hardest times ever, I mean, and still be successful, you have to adapt. And if you're one of the ones that adapted and changed policies, adapted and made yourself better through it, the future is just going to be great for us.
That's right. Battle tested.
Exactly.
That's you got a battle tested company right now, and they're ready to meet the demands of whatever the community needs for them next 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, whatever.
I mean, we plan on being around for a while, so.
We don't plan on leaving.
Yeah.
So if I had to put you on the spot and say you the deal, maybe one of each the GM store, one at the Chrysler store, is there one vehicle, one deal that sweetest did you think of the time right now?
Again, I don't necessarily think it's about deal. I think it's about the product that's out there. Gotcha. And right now, the fact that our Chrysler Dodge store, I believe, has 3 Grand Cherokee L's and I think 12, maybe 15 half-ton trucks, I mean, is nice. A big deal.
How many? It's probably been a while since you've had that many of that vehicle, that type on the lot.
Well, exactly. I mean, we've had product on the lot, but it was more small SUVs and cars. And now over there, seeing the fact that they got what we do well with, which is our trucks on the lot, big deal. At our GM store, the deal is after that hailstorm we have just about everything already fixed on our lot. We're waiting on a couple of windshields to come in. Every time, unfortunately, when we have hail, we realize how little windshields are out there for us to be able to purchase. Sure. But everything that got kissed by Mother Nature, that got a little bit of hail damage, even though it's already been fixed, is being sold to invoice for the remainder of the month. And honestly, it's going to be this way until we finish selling that stuff out.
Okay. Is there quite a bit of inventory that fall under this category?
On my lot, I probably have about 25 vehicles that are going to qualify for that.
So pretty good selection still.
Yeah, exactly. And what's cool is we've been advertising it for the last 2 weeks, and people are coming in just for that. So we get this, and it's fixed. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. I ain't proud.
It's a brand new car. Just we had to do something to it.
Yeah, it's just time. It's time to go. And if what we can do is pass a discount on to a customer and make them feel better about their purchase, I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. Is just come down, talk, or get online, and Marie will pop up and chat with you on the internet, on the website.
I wouldn't want to get into a shootout with Maria because she's quick draw. She is fast, and when you get on that chat thing, she's talking to you quick.
I mean, she's as soon as you pop in, she's kind of like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah, no, she does really well, and that department every day is getting better.
Good deal. And so, if especially in this day and world, that's the way you prefer, let that happen, and they can work with you and all that stuff. And I know you guys, your sales staff and everything, that they go out to do the paperwork and thing if need be. That wherever the paperwork needs to be done, they'll go do it.
Yeah, we had one salesman go to Santa Teresa yesterday to deliver a 2,500. Another one was in Taos the other day. I mean, we're going wherever we can to help make the process a little bit easier for the customer.
Nice. So is that an indicator that other dealerships across the state are having some issues that you guys are having some headway with when you're getting demands outside of our little area here?
I think it's to do with how fast we respond to those customers when they get online. Gotcha. When you're the first person talking back, I mean, when you ask, like, people are in the time of right now. They want instant gratification. And when you're online shopping and you have someone that's talking to you immediately, you have the best chance of being able to sell that car to that customer, even if they're from out of town.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Yeah. Well, people go where they're happy.
As Ricky Bobby once said, if you're not first, you're last.
That's right. By the way, digging the Dodge commercials. I know you had nothing to do with them, but the ones with Baby Ricky and Baby Bobby.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I got to see it. I haven't even seen. No, the new ones, the national ads. Yeah, those are good. Yeah. They're really good, actually. All kinds of jealous.
Yeah. Well, and they appeal to people just like me because I'm that guy, doing Ricky Bobby quotes half the day. So.
I know one of my favorite movies, Talladega Nights. Why do you want to listen to the radio and watch TV at the same time, Ricky? Because I like to party.
I like to party. But he says it so like, I like to party.
I like to party.
I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine.
Oh, you're just as bad as I am, Mike.
I picture my baby Jesus a mischievous badger.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway, as far as like store hours and any of that, is it normal? I mean,
we haven't changed. We haven't changed anything. Our service department still opens at 7:30, closes at 5:30. Our sales department opens at 8:00, closes at 7:00.
Okay, good deal. So if you needed, pretty much anytime, you guys are available.
Well, and then last night we were there till 8:30. I mean, people kept showing up. There was daylight and people were showing up, and we stayed just to see what was going on. And, I mean, people did some test drives, and we'll have some stuff to be able to work on today just because we stayed a little bit later last night.
Good deal. Nice. Excellent. And by the way, if you go to if you're going to Richland to peruse the law, I always tell people this. If you go the right time, there's always food over there. So if you're like buying in a car and you're hungry, I'm just saying, there's a good time to go. and pop in for a visit.
Yeah,
because they'll be like, "Hey, you want a sandwich?"
Yeah, yeah. It's like a little mini buffet.
Hey, that's dreams. That's things dreams are made of.
100%. If I could just get Travis to put a chocolate fountain in the showroom, I'd be in heaven.
Oh man, or like a soft serve ice cream, maybe like the 3 jobber with vanilla, chocolate, and a swirl in the middle.
Ooh, yeah, I dig that. I hope he's listening this morning.
Travis, you writing these down?
Hint, hint.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely we're joking and we're doing all this, but really that's the atmosphere the Richland brand is all about. They want a family atmosphere. Yes, they want to do business with you. They want to make sure you're their car dealer that they choose for the rest of your life. But at the same time, they're like, we can't have fun with this. We can still do all that. We can still treat you like family. We can still talk to you like you're our neighbors and treat you as such. And at the end of the day, make you happy as a business partner too.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, definitely. Is there anything, Freddie, that we wanted to make sure that we let folks know about that we just got sidetracked on?
No, I don't necessarily believe so. We talked about the invoice pricing on the stuff that was damaged during the hailstorm, but that's already been fixed.
There's some left.
Yeah, there is some left. So that just means big discounts for customers. Still, her service department is busy every day. So if you need an oil change or something and necessarily can't even get the car down there, just ask them to see if they can get one of the salesmen to help pick it up, and we will help facilitate all that for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, the sales guys are going above and beyond to make sure that at the end of the day, you're getting a product that you're happy with, and something I hope folks are noticing in all this things we're talking about here is a lot of the stuff we're talking about is after you bought the car. Dealership world, the new car, they get you in the door, they got you in to sign the paperwork, you're driving off the lot, and it's like, hey, we'll see you in 4 years when your car financing's up and you're ready to trade it in. You guys are like, no, we're going to check in with you every month, send you an email, how you doing? Hey, don't forget oil change, come on in. Hey, if there's anything we can do to help you. I mean, you guys are constantly in touch with those customers.
Our mindset's a little bit different than a lot of places. A lot of places, when you show up on the lot, that's when their job starts. Our job starts, it's easy to sell you a car. I mean, our job starts the second you've already purchased that car. Trying to figure out how to keep you as a customer is a lot harder than getting you as a customer the first time. And so
absolutely,
our job starts actually right after we sell you a car, because then we have to prove to you why you need to continue doing your service work with us and purchase your next vehicle from us.
That's true. The new car smell only lasts so long.
Exactly.
Well, very good. Well, Freddie, appreciate the visit. I know you got to go next door and get some. He's got to work on his vocals. He's got to record a new song here for his. It's going to be dropping next week.
Ooh. If I had any way of thinking I could sing pretty good, I'd entertain the idea, but it's going to be bad.
I'm telling you, between you and me, because I can't sing either. I would say we get one more. We could start like our own, like Fat Boys of the 2020s. Like the 80s Fat Boys.
Yeah, just nothing but bad music.
Yeah, we could start that.
Hey, we can. Everyone's looking for a niche.
Hey, if William Hung's a millionaire from singing, we could do it.
I dig it.
All right, Freddie. Well, thank you, sir.
I just want to be able to play the didgeridoo.
What's that?
I just want my instrument to be the didgeridoo.
We can do some rap, gangster rap with a didgeridoo.
Hey, I'm in.
See it?
You already got me sold.
Don't say it too loud. Jay-Z, one of these guys, is going to steal our gig here.
No, if I see a didgeridoo in a rap song, I'm going to be mad.
Don't y'all take it. If I hear a didgeridoo in a rap song, I'm going after you.
All right, Mike.
All right, Freddie.
Hey, man, this
Take
has
care.
been fun. Kind of weird, but I dig it.
A little bit weird. If you want to give Biggie FM a big kiss, go ahead. I won't tell nobody.
Ooh, I'm taking it with me.
All right.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.
Stick him in a Jeep.
There you go.
All right. Take care, Freddie. All right. It is 7:45. Let's go ahead and pause for news and your Kim Command update and your sports report, business update, and quick break as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. I'm Jared Cirillo. Throughout the month of August, the New Mexico Department of Health will run a second round of the $100 COVID-19 vaccine incentive program, Stay Ahead New Mexico. New Mexicans who get a first or second dose of Pfizer or Moderna or a first and only dose of J&J between now and August 31st will be eligible. To receive the incentive, New Mexicans must register at vaccinenm.org by Friday, September 10th. New Mexicans are not required to schedule their vaccine appointments through the vaccinenm.org system. However, you can get your COVID-19 vaccine from any provider in the state. Only one $100 incentive will be distributed per person. The number to call is 855-600-3453. That's the number to call for assistance with registering for the incentive. You're up to date. That's a look at local news headlines. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Are there serious problems with Tesla's autopilot? 2 U.S. senators say, maybe. I'm Kim Commando with what you need to know, brought to you by T-Mobile. Their advanced network now goes farther than ever before. Visit T-Mobile.com/55 today. Senators Richard Blumenthal and Ed Markey have asked the Federal Trade Commission to investigate Tesla's claims about its so-called autopilot and claims that its cars are FSD, Tesla speak for full self-driving. They say Tesla drivers believe that their vehicles can actually drive themselves and aren't aware of the sometimes deadly consequences. Since 2015, 11 people with the autopilot enabled have died in Tesla crashes. Consumer Reports called for Tesla to change the name of its autopilot 5 years ago after the first fatality. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is investigating the autopilot after a dozen collisions involving first responder vehicles. If you drive a Tesla, the best advice is to actually drive the thing. Get more tech news 24/7 at Commando.com. Whether you need it for work, school, or a special project, it's very important to have the right printer. The Epson EcoTank is a new type of printer that doesn't use cartridges. Stop buying expensive ink cartridges and save yourself the frustration of replacing ink cartridges ever again. The Epson EcoTank printers have super-sized, easy-to-fill ink tanks, and they come with just a ridiculous amount of ink. If you're like me, you've tried rationing your printing to save yourself from replacing those expensive ink cartridges. With the Epson EcoTank, you don't have to worry about running out of ink. So start printing in color all you want. You can kiss expensive cartridges goodbye already. But hurry, because the Epson EcoTank is changing the way people print. It's flying off the shelves. I just love mine. The Epson EcoTank makes it easy. Make the switch today. Add the Epson EcoTank to your online shopping list so you can just fill and chill. Epson EcoTank printers, available at Best Buy, Office Depot, Staples, and at Epson.com/EcoTankKim.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine and our afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Southeastern New Mexico Sports Report. Well, if the schedule holds true, football season begins tonight. Now, the majority of games will be tomorrow and Saturday, but tonight you've got Gateway Christian playing at Carrizozo in six-man football. Gateway was 3-1 in the abbreviated schedule over the past spring. And again, that game starts tonight at 7 o'clock, so hopefully we'll have a score for you tomorrow, and we'll tell you about the rest of the football games. We've also got boys soccer going on today. The Artesia Bulldogs will be taking on the Moriarty Pintos, and it'll be Roswell but after thumping NMMI in their season opener, the Coyotes will be taking on Centennial from Las Cruces, and that starts tonight at 6 o'clock. And as a reminder, all that football hopefully coming up very soon. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at 92.9, The Brand.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The names, social security numbers, and information from a driver's license or other identification of just over 40 million people who applied for T-Mobile credit were exposed in a recent data breach, the company said Wednesday. The same data for about 7.8 million current T-Mobile customers who pay monthly for phone service also appears to be compromised. Target is reporting strong results, but online sales growth is slowing. The retailer reports that sales at its stores that had been open for at least a year rose 8.7% in the 3-month period that ended July 31st. On Wall Street, the Dow lost 382 points, closing at 34,960. The Nasdaq dropped 130 to 14,525, and the S&P 500 was off 47 to 4,400. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Happiness isn't about getting what you want all the time. It's about loving what you have and being grateful for it. Hi, this is Pastor Troy and Julie Smitherman for The Joy of Marriage.
As people, we can get so focused on what we don't have, we don't appreciate what we do have. We can make ourselves miserable, angry, and even depressed by focusing our thoughts and words on the negative. Take a look around and find something to be grateful for that your spouse does. It will change your attitude in your marriage.
1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, "No matter what happens, always be thankful, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus."
Take it from me, I was such a negative person, but by renewing my mind with God's Word and learning to be thankful, it changed my life and greatly impacted my marriage.
If you have any questions or would like further information about the Joy of Marriage Ministry, please go to jomconference.com.
The massive vehicle blowout is on now at Roswell Nissan with truckloads of vehicles, virtually every make and model to choose from at liquidation prices. Get a 2018 Altima for just $189 a month, a 2016 Versa for just $149 a month, or an 08 Pathfinder for just $99 a month. Get a 12-pack just for stopping by, a Bluetooth speaker with a qualified test drive, and a Target gift card with purchase. And bring your mailer to play Lucky Lotto to win cold, hard cash. Sizzling savings during the massive vehicle blowout on now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Did you know that most burglaries occur during the day? Why, you ask? Most of us are at work, leaving the burglar to go unnoticed. Did you know the average loss from a home burglary is over $2,200? Not including one's loss of emotional security in their own home. Avoid being a burglar's target market and get a monitored security system from Zenith Security Services, all for around $1 a day. Wouldn't you agree that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? Call Zenith Security Services today, 626-3521.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Celebrate heroes during Roswell Ford's first annual 9/11 Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September 11th from 10 to noon at Roswell Ford. Register now at roswellford.com to enter in the car show. Entry is $20 with all proceeds going to benefit local charities. You must have your vehicle set up at Roswell Ford by 8 a.m. on September 11th with your vehicle on display until 1 p.m. Trophies will be awarded to all first-place vehicle finishers in all categories, plus a $1,000 cash prize for the best overall finisher. Deadline to enter is September 6th. Do you know someone who makes a difference at home, at work or school, or in the community? Nominate them for the first ever Hometown Hero Award. Complete and submit your nomination form at roswellford.com. You can nominate anyone to be a hometown hero. One Roswell Ford hometown hero will be selected and honored during the event. Register now for the first annual Roswell Ford Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September the 11th. This event sponsored by LGS Guns and Ammo, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, CRM Discount Awards and Sports, and National Furniture Liquidators.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Alaska is the only state name that can be typed on one row of keys. Go ahead and try typing the other 49 states. We'll wait. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:55. Just had Freddie Sosa with Richland on us. If you missed that, you can go back, check it out, ksvptv.com in the Mornings with Mike Winters channel. I do have an update from the Roswell Invaders. Unfortunately, they fell in Game 2 to Tucson 7-6, forcing a third and final game for the Pecos League Championship. That game will take place tonight, about 7. It's in Tucson. If you go to the Roswell Invaders Facebook page, you will find the link to stay up to date with the game. I believe it's a program called Meridex, and I'm not sure exactly what, if it's like an updating scoring app thing or if it's showing footage of the game, but a link to stay up to the gate, or you can drive to Tucson and catch it. It will be there on the Invaders game. But Game 3 tonight, winner of that game will be your Pecos League champs. So cross your fingers, root on the Invaders for a big win tonight, and tune in. Yep. You know, they got a picture from one of the local stations there doing a story about the game last night, and the picture on the photo is a Tucson fan, and actually if he's wearing the actual uniform shirt, it doesn't look that different from the Roswell Invaders. It's the same blue in that it's a different green. It's a darker green, but still in the same family. And so the guy's wearing, because we learned yesterday that the Seguro is a cactus. And so the guy's got a big cactus hat, which is like his head's the top of the cactus. I ain't going to lie, it looks warm and cozy and comfortable. I think as fan swag goes, that's pretty good. But anyway, tonight, Invaders, Game 3, winner is your Pecos League champs. Tune in through the Roswell Invaders Facebook page to get access to updates to the game and all that stuff. So, but yes, good luck. As by the way, we had a chance to talk to Lance and a couple times here in the last couple of weeks here, and they need transportation. Like when they're going to Tucson, it's road trip. It's caravans, cars, and just gathering in a bunch of cars and all pile in and riding together to wherever they got to go, Tucson or Arizona, Texas or wherever. So if they need a bus, if you like to donate money, or if you got a bus, some people have those. I know I don't, but some people do, and like to make sure that they have it. That'd be great, because they need it. They need a coach bus, and it's got to be that alien green with blue lettering, something that you can't miss a mile away. It's for safety. And I think that's something they need. But come on, they're making runs for championships. These guys need a bus. Get them a bus. Can't have Bull Durham without a bus. Shoot, half the movie took place in a bus. Yeah. So you need the bus. League of Their Own, they're all in buses for half the time. You can't have a minor league sports team and not have a bus. This is kind of a requirement. Even the Charleston Chiefs from Slapshot, they had a bus. Roswell Invaders. You can get a bus. All right. It is closing in on 8 o'clock. We're going to pause for Town Hall News. Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director, will join us next hour. Don't go away.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The Procrastinators Club of America newsletter is called Last Month's Newsletter. Their first newsletter should be released any day now. Here's Mike Winters.
They may be down, but it seems the Taliban opponents in Afghanistan are not out. And now they're appealing for help from the West.
There's been no armed opposition to the Taliban takeover so far, but videos from the Panjshir Valley north of Kabul appear to show potential opposition figures gathering. The area was a stronghold of the Northern Alliance militias that allied with the U.S. during the 2001 invasion. One of those figures is Ahmad Massoud, son of a slain Northern Alliance leader. In an opinion piece in the Washington Post, Massoud asks for weapons and aid, predicting under Taliban control, Afghanistan will become ground zero of radical Islamist terrorism, adding plots against democracies will be hatched here once again. I'm Ben Thomas.
Pulling no punches, the European Union foreign policy chief calling the collapse of Afghanistan and the resulting resurgence of the Taliban a catastrophe and a nightmare. It lays bare a failure of intelligence and transatlantic cooperation. The number of people filing for unemployment has fallen for a fourth straight week.
The Labor Department reports the jobless claims fell by 29,000 to 348,000. The weekly pace of applications for unemployment aid has fallen more or less steadily since topping 900,000 in early January. The dwindling number of first-time jobless claims has coincided with a widespread administering of vaccines.
Correspondent Jeremy House. T-Mobile, the latest high-profile business reporting a major data breach. The names, social security numbers, and information from driver's licenses or other identification of just over 40 million people who had applied for T-Mobile credit were exposed. Watching Wall Street this morning, stocks in the red. The Dow is down about 71 points. The Nasdaq Composite Index off 42, and the S&P 5 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set, 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
In a religious edict, a high-ranking cleric in Gaza urging Palestinians to get vaccinated against COVID-19 ASAP.
In a video message, Sheikh Hassan al-Laham says whoever delays taking the vaccine is a sinner. As Gaza's top Islamic cleric, he oversees the religious affairs ministry in the Hamas-run territory. He described anyone who transmits the virus unintentionally as a mistaken killer. The attempt to encourage vaccine take-up comes as COVID-19 rates start to surge again in Gaza, where the health system is crippled amid Israel's blockade and after years of conflict. Vaccine delivery to the occupied Palestinian territories has been painfully slow.
The BBC's Tom Bateman. Toyota scaling back 40% of its production, affecting 14 auto assembly plants in Japan. Surging coronavirus pandemic, crimping supplies of parts. Townhall.com. President Biden's approval rating has fallen to 49.3% in the 538 average of polls. First time he has dipped below 50% since entering office.
Mr. Biden's approval rating has been heading down in the 538 figures. He had hit 51.5% on March 22nd and 52.6% as recently as July 27th. The new dip comes amid negative headlines about the U.S. exit from Afghanistan and troubling numbers of COVID-19 cases. According to the Real Clear Politics average of polls, Mr. Biden's approval rating now sits at 49.4%, with 46.8% disapproving. This week was the first time his approval rating dipped below 50% in the RCP polls. Bernie Bennett reporting.
Western North Carolina is reeling, swamped by floodwaters after close to a foot of rain fell in some spots this week. The floodwaters unleashed by what was left of Tropical Storm Fred. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Travelician, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2
of a deuce
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. Dude, it's kind of cool how I got this set up now, because we got Big Flat Mike set up in the captain's chair. I didn't want to mess with it too much, because we got it set up just right. All right. So I went ahead and took Mike 3, and I'm back in my spot. It's like old times, man. I just went ahead and hit the board from my side of things, and it's like old times. Gotta dig it.
I like it.
It's PC in here, pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
That's right.
Just like it. Yep. Although I'm a lot quieter.
You are. But hey, got that fantastic, doggone, I can't think of the name, chewing gum smile. That Wrigley smile, there it is. Ding. Yeah, the bell's on the other side. I can't. Just imagine a ding right there. I can't provide my own Foley right now.
Sorry, he's not in position.
I'm trying, dude. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to come over here, but I left the bell over there. I didn't think I'd need it in this one segment. Sure enough, Michael.
Hey, always have your bell handy when you're around me.
That was a reach over.
I heard it. It was very faint.
I had to throw a rock and hit the thing. It was in there. That's fine.
So, Freddie joined us last hour.
Yes.
Freddie Sos. Did he get his latest hit song recorded afterwards?
He did indeed. Yeah, his newest hit, It Be Droppin' Yo. And
at the end there, we need a third.
Yeah?
But I was thinking him and I, because we're a larger carriage.
Uh-huh.
Although I'm the short of the fat one. I'm like a little...
Please tell me you're going with like a Belle Biv DeVoe thing.
More fat boys.
Okay, I dig it. And it can never be whack.
I'm just saying, I think we could beatbox. We could do all of that.
What we do is you got you two, and then you got skinny fat. Man cans over in the background. Keep it up. I got that down.
Yeah.
Old school beatboxing.
Are you auditioning?
Dude, I can't do that new school beatboxing like all the all the hip cats nowadays, but I got the old school 80s beatboxing down. I'm good on that.
I'm thinking, everything's reciprocal.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking the old school beat of the could come back.
It should come. You know what? That is a sound that I think needs to make a comeback. They're starting to come back with that weird Duran slap drum sound that you used to hear in all songs. Like that's starting to make a comeback now. So I think that we should bring back the Do we have anybody that still has that talent though?
Oh yeah.
Besides you and I.
Do it.
I mean, because we're booked. We got this morning radio thing going on. We can't possibly go on the road.
We can't lend our services for
That's right.
Beatboxing.
You know what? I got to say though, I did learn something rather interesting about Freddie during that last little segment. After he left here, he came over and over to our sister station 92.9 The Brand to record an ad. While he's sitting there, while we're writing up the ad and kind of just chit chatting a little bit, I learned that Freddie is an AEW fan.
Oh, really?
He's a pro wrestling guy. He's a Smart Mark, like myself. He actually asked if I was a part of the Smart Mark group on Facebook. I'm not, but I will be. So I just kind of a cool thing.
He saw your accoutrement.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm telling you, that's why I keep it there. It's the best conversation piece. It's like the two people in Roswell that actually are into wrestling have a great combo.
Nice. Yeah. I'm glad you were able to make a deeper friend connection.
That's how you discover each other. It's one of those things. Like I was joking with somebody. You just drop terminology like in conversation to see if they pick up on it. You're like, oh, I saw what you did. You broke kayfabe on that, and they're like, did you say kayfabe? You're like, pro wrestling fan? They're like, AEW, AEW, and then we're just best friends.
Did you say you're doing a shoot?
Was this a work or a shoot? And just see what they do. You gotta play with it a little bit.
You know what's next for you and Freddie?
What's that?
Karate in the basement.
So much room for activities. Yeah, we both just drive there in our Richland vehicles. That'd be good.
Do you want to do karate in the basement?
Yes.
Yup.
Do we just become best friends? Uh-huh.
Yup. And then it goes from karate in the basement to the montage from Naked Gun, where y'all are skipping on the beach together and knocking
eating
people
ice
over,
cream,
clotheslining them, and all that.
Pick somebody up on the beach to deliver a Death Valley driver. It's good times.
Sounds like fun.
Go find those white chocolate ice cream bars that they don't make anymore with all the WWE figures on them.
Oh man, good times.
Yes, sir.
We have more good times coming. I hope
we have good times with public affairs.
Yes, Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for the City of Roswell, will join us in just a bit. Is she in the building yet?
Yes.
Oh, sweet. And we'll chit-chat with her. Is she aware of BFM?
I believe so. If not, she will be.
All right. So,
I got to come up with something new for your speech bubble because you've been rocking Robert Pattinson as my Batman for a couple days now.
Yeah, I'm not that in love with him.
Well, according to Big Flat Mike, you might be. I wonder if we just get like a personal item of yours. We can turn this into a Big Flat voodoo doll.
You know what'd be funny? Is if you tape like a little stick figure body underneath that head.
Just tiny legs.
I don't know.
Actually, give me a couple minutes.
It's time for arts and crafts.
Why don't you cue the weather?
All right. While Sean does arts and crafts, well, let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine and our afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. While y'all were doing the weather, I was watching my cat chase its own tail. Still staring at it like it's suspicious. All right. Currently 71 here in Roswell. Humidity is at 79% with winds calm at the moment. Sunny today with a high of 93 expected. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 66. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. For you Friday, sunny, high of 93, south winds 5 to 10. Friday night, mostly clear, overnight low 67 with south winds 5 to 10. Then for your weekend, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. Mostly sunny otherwise with a high of 92, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, more the same, 20% chance, showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, high of 90. All right.
Got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you got the feed going, but Big Flat Mike's got a tiny stick body now.
Oh, you have to look.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if you can get the camera angle ready. Right.
Hold on.
Either way. Oh, don't move. No, don't. Not for the one bit. It's not important. Important. Not that important. Takes a long time to adjust the hat. There you go. Now you get the stick of it all. There. Thank you, Roy. Young Roy, everybody, our Vanna White.
All right. Roy's back in today, or still in today?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I didn't know if Tanner was coming back today or tomorrow. Or
Tanathan will be back hopefully tomorrow. Right now we've got Roybert.
Tanathan
and Roybert. Mm-hmm.
Roybert. There's people really named Roybert, probably. See, all I'm getting right now is the weather shot.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the weather.
Well, yeah, because you're still, the delay.
Yeah.
I had him keep up the static shot while I was taping the stick figure up. So then you got a whole extra 30 seconds before he comes in here and lifts it.
Oh,
so.
there it goes.
Yeah, you'll get to it. Let me
see here.
This is what happens when you end up watching your own stream.
Well, I see like a little stick body under my chin.
Oh, yeah. Eventually Roy comes up, lifts it, and reveals all. But
okay. Is there more down below?
Oh, yeah. As above,
more party down
so
below.
You got an interview to get to, so I'm going to wrap it there.
All right. Hey, keep me clothed at least.
Decent. Radio friendly.
Oh, can you do me a favor, Sean?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about Zia Guns?
I sure can, if you'll give me just a moment here to flip through things. You talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves. But yes, he has to tell you about the fine folks at Zia Guns, and I don't have the information in front of me. Other though, I could probably tell you because I know they're always looking to buy guns right now. If you need cash, they've got it. They're offering cold hard cash for the guns. They've also got the Dr. Squatch soap in the stove.
That's right. The full selection of Dr. Squatch soaps. You can smell like a man. They got the full line of Black Rifle coffee as well. The entire line waiting for you to take your morning coffee routine up a couple caliber. And Zia Guns USA, also your full line Tacticam dealer. Now, they're the same ones that you see on hunting shows worldwide. They got those in stock, and a new shipment of Benchmade and case knives available at Zia Guns USA in Roswell, 1907 North Main, the only gun store to be open on Sundays but closed on Saturdays because they spend Saturdays with their family, and you should too.
Awesome.
There you go. Zia
Good
Guns
deal.
USA in Roswell.
Come on by. Just don't go Saturday.
Yeah, they're busy.
Every other day, come on down.
That's right.
All right, it's 8:17. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. And then Juanita Jennings will get settled staring at BFM, and we will chit-chat on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters and BFM.
The massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean quality pre-owned vehicles marked way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 of payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their tunnel wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
You've slouched on it. You've slept on it. You've sheltered in place on it until it's worn out. Now it's time for new furniture from Glenn's. Like a breath of fresh air, Glenn's will brighten your home with beautiful new furniture you'll be proud of for years to come. And at Glenn's, everything is ready for immediate delivery. So reopen your life and refresh your home with a trip to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
Have they found you yet? They're always looking. They work 24 hours a day. They're underground operators, so you probably won't see them coming. They invade 5 million American homes every year. They're looking for yours right now. Termites. They cause more damage than tornadoes, fires, and earthquakes combined. They eat unprotected homes from the inside out every minute of every day. And most homeowners' insurance doesn't cover termite damage. Don't wait until termites find you. Get protected now with the Centercon Termite Colony Elimination System with always active technology. The system provides continuous daily protection against termites, killing termites today and protecting your home in the future. Termites are always looking. That's why the Centricon system is always active.
To learn more about the Centricon system, call Bob Reed Pest Control at 623-5344 in Roswell and 877-623-5344 for all of Southeast New Mexico.
I believe that God owns everything. He's the source of our wealth, of our talents, and really of every moment in our lives. We may not take credit for anything we have, because whatever we have has been entrusted to us by God to be used cheerfully and generously to serve Him. God wants us to be content with what we have, knowing that He'll provide everything we need for each day. He asks that we use our money wisely, recognizing that it belongs to Him and that someday we'll have to give an account to how we spent it. As a token of our gratitude, He expects us to give a portion of all that we've received to be used in His kingdom. We must use God's gifts to serve others, not for our own glory, but for His. God has also given each of us certain abilities to use, not with a sense of pride, but with gratitude and dedication. As stewards of each moment of time, God calls us to use even that time wisely, making the most of every opportunity to live for Him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, which is why they're called trailers. Mike thought they named them after the mobile home. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 8 o'clock. Hello, you there?
Hi, I'm here. I had to put the headphones on. I didn't know.
Oh,
I didn't
go.
know about the headphones today. So
I heard a noise and I was like, I didn't know if that was Sean or.
well, he was in here fixing your hat on your head. So
yeah, it doesn't want to sit straight.
Yes.
On that big fat head there.
Too funny. How are you, Mike? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, a cold.
Yeah.
I got a cold. I'm stuffy and tired.
Yeah. But, sorry about that.
Not too bad. Yeah. Well, thank you. How are you doing, Juanita?
Well, I am doing well. We have a lot of things happening as usual. Some changes. Just kind of doing some staffing adjustments and we're getting ready.
I know.
Busy day.
City's been busy with obviously a lot going on at every level, from city council on down, but with COVID and decisions being made and things going on and opening and having to adjust on the fly. But as far as the city stuff, Rec Aquatic Center, all that, has there been any major changes at all? It's pretty much open and, people are asked to be responsible for themselves.
Yes, absolutely. So we're still moving forward as is, and we'll just kind of keep monitoring what the public health order says, just like we had been doing. We are still planning to have our youth volleyball that will start on September 7th. So we're doing registrations right now. It's ages 7 through 12 for the youth, and the games, they'll take place at the Roswell Recreation and Aquatic Center. We plan to have 10 games as usual. So we're hopeful that we will be able to continue to do that, and something great for the kids to get them active. The cost will be the minimal fee of $40 per player, and people can still register at roswellconnect.com. We did change some of the pool hours now that kids were back in school. And we're kind of evaluating that because some of the schools are closed. So we've had a couple of calls the last few days to see if we could have the pool open during the day, the outdoor pool, because now we have kids at home.
Sure.
So
and the weather still allows us.
Weather's still nice. So what we've decided is we are going to open the pool at 4 p.m. Until 7 p.m., still the after-school program through Labor Day weekend. And we normally close the pool, the outdoor pool, at Labor Day. Labor Day weekend is our big end of summer bash. And so we're still going to have the end of summer bash. But what we've decided, because the weather is so nice on the weekends, usually in September, we're going to keep the outdoor pool open on the weekends only after Labor Day. So nice. We hadn't done that in the past. And I think this community, they utilize that pool service phenomenally. We were at capacity every weekend and most days, like weekdays during the week this summer. And so we felt with the nice weather that we have and just giving people something else to do and get out and get some great exercise and, be active, we're going to keep it open on the weekends after Labor Day.
And getting outdoors and
Yes.
sucking up all that vitamin D is a good thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you have children ages 7 to 12 right now, like I said, we are registering for youth volleyball. And then we are also changing some things at recreation. We are looking for a new recreation director. We love Miss Stephanie Mervine, but she is moving on. And so we will be hiring for that position at the rec center. And so that individual will oversee the recreation and aquatic center as well as the adult center. So if you're local and have a background in recreation, physical education, pool maintenance, we're looking for a facility operations manager for the pool.
Okay.
Again, we're going to be having a hiring event in partnership with the Economic Development Corporation on Tuesday, September 14th. So that will be coming up, but most of our jobs are posted online at roswell-nm.gov.
Very good. Where will the job fair with the EDC be located?
That will be at the convention center.
Very good.
Yes.
September 14th.
September 14th.
But obviously, people looking for work now,
Yes.
go to the city's website. Don't wait till the 14th.
Yeah, don't wait till the 14th because we're still planning as far as recreation goes. We're going to do our volleyball program. That will happen. Games will be in September, October. We'll have a little bit of overlap because we're also going to start youth basketball registration. And so one of the things that will be changing with youth basketball this year is we're dividing up the age groups. In the past, we had them all together, ages 5 to 12. This year, we're going to have two basically basketball seasons. So we're going to start with youth ages 5 to 8. Those will registration will start September 1st through the 31st. We won't have like a late registration or anything like that because the season will start on October 2nd. And so we're trying to get a little bit ahead of the game. And the older group of kids, they will start, registration will be in November and they'll start in December. So lots of activities.
Staggered.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, but the younger ones, they'll start a little earlier, and then the little bit older will start. Again, if you go to the recreation website, you go, they'll have all this information there. But now's the time to start getting the kids signed up and getting ready to be ready for the season.
Yes. Yeah. So get them registered, get online. And one other thing that we have going on this weekend is at Spring River Zoo. So if you are an educator or a parent or a grandparent, tomorrow night, August 20th, we are going to have our last of the summer Zoofari nights at the zoo where we show a movie and we have popcorn and s'mores and just a fun evening watching a movie. Tomorrow's movie is called Madagascar. We might have our little lemur friends. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So again, we're just trying to do different types of programming out at the zoo, out at the recreation center, at the museum, at the library, to really give the community different experiences and to get involved. And again, I think you talk about it a lot. If this community really wants to see the zoo succeed, we hope that you will come out and participate and join us for these special programs that we're putting on. Same thing at the Adult Center. So right now we have Adult Center class registration that will go through August 28th. If you are an adult ages 18 and over, there's a variety of classes that can be taken at the Adult Center. It includes like aerobics. We have a program called Walking with Grief for those people who, have lost somebody, and it's kind of a support group. We have obviously dominoes and billiards. We have some ceramic painting. We have lapidary. So just, again, another great opportunity to get out and socialize in a COVID safe way. Of course, we're looking at that too to see what's going to happen, but we are developing these programs for the community, and we hope that the community will show up and participate.
Absolutely. And as far as those programs, you just have to be an adult. There's not like a age.
There's not an age limit for any of their programs. You just have to be an adult to participate at the Adult Center.
It's not like a senior deal.
Nope. Most of the people that are going to the Adult Center are over the age of probably 60, I would say.
Sure.
Looking
Mostly
at our
probably
last
retired folks.
Yeah.
Activities and things to do.
But we do have an aerobic class that starts at 5:30, and those we have a little bit younger, a younger demographic there. So it's, again, all adults ages 18 plus.
Well, anything that gets you with people, especially doing physical things, is a good thing.
Yes.
So, especially in the world we live in, the more people interaction sometimes, obviously within the safety of the world today, but that social and that being physical, it's so important for not just physical health, but mental health.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, check it out. These are all resources that are sometimes free, very little cost for signing up for summing up for the seasons and things, but just for visits and things that, of course, with the zoo and with the museum, take advantage of those free Saturdays.
Yeah.
If finances are an issue, that's why they have the free Saturdays for the community and the residents to enjoy it without, if they can't afford it for that day. But even if you can, no problem. It's very affordable, but utilize these resources. Everybody in this community agrees that these add to our community, and we want to have these things.
Correct.
But you have to support them. You have to go out to the events. You have to invest your time, your money, your resources to nurture them, to keep them relevant. To if the city's not going to keep doing, if nobody's going, they'll turn that money and say, hey, we'll put it into roads or put it into police or something.
Right.
But we all of this enrichment, it helps the big picture too. We talk about jobs, we talk about crime rate. These are the types of amenities that attract workers, that attract things. It's a good thing to have this. So we as a community need to support it.
Yes. And we are having, so normally I come on and I chat about our public forum that normally happens tonight. We are postponing the public forum that normally is tonight live on our Facebook page, and we will have more information on when we are going to reschedule that event.
Okay.
We are thinking of combining a couple of the wards, but next month's public forum will be back on the agenda. We'll be talking about community development. Okay. And just want to, remind everybody, public forum tonight is postponed, and we'll have more information on that soon.
Okay. Although I offer an alternative.
Yeah.
For folks, the public forums from the past months are available on the city's website. There, you can go and check them out. So if you've never seen those, and because each one, they're in different wards, but some talk about specific issues, others are more generalized. But all of them have great information about the city, how it runs. If you have questions, if you're wondering, you'll probably find through those series of past forums some of the information you're looking for. So if you were all itching to be part of tonight's public forum, use that as a kind of catalyst to get you up to speed for the next one.
Yes.
So very good. But and to be honest, everything you need city-wise, you could probably find information or direct link to through the city's website, from your water bill stuff to any of that kind of thing to more of the amenities, library and the public services and things like that. And if there's not there on the website, there's the link to the website that's got all that stuff.
Yes.
Did I make that sound confusing?
No, not at all. Not at all. Just go to our website, roswell-nm.gov, and all of the information that you need for any of our programs or city services, direct contact to some of our department heads, our Fix-It form, everything is on that link, roswell-nm.gov. I really tell people when they call the office, just use the search bar. It's probably the easiest because there is so much information that can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming. But again, roswell-nm.gov, that's where you want to be, and we'll help you out. So
very good. Hey, while I got you here, because obviously you know a lot about the tourism side and things. What's obviously you've done the reassessments from the UFO Fest and all that, and the numbers were pretty good and all that. But as far as like the state overall, are they real pushing that and still working the tourism angle, or is it all COVID now?
Yeah, so the great question, Mike. I actually had a meeting last Friday with Tourism Deputy Cabinet Secretary and talked a little bit about some of the initiatives that are happening. We have a site visit that was supposed to occur today for UFO Festival 2022. They postponed that to Monday. And I think it had to do with some of the stuff that was coming out. But as far as what they told me is we are continuing to move forward and planning. I know that some of the other tourism events, special events like the New Mexico State Fair, they are requiring vaccinations to enter into their event. I know that the Balloon Fiesta, our great partners over there, they are evaluating COVID safe practices. And so what we will do is we will continue to monitor and do, an evaluation of our own. But as far as the planning goes, we are moving forward. As a matter of fact, the public, they will be getting a notification and a link if they would like to participate on our planning committee. Please email tourism@roswell-nm.gov, and we will reach out to you and invite you to our kickoff that will be happening beginning of September, right after Labor Day. So we're having our evaluation. We just did our deep dive into this past year's tourism numbers. We were really looking at 2019 numbers versus this year's numbers because we don't really count the black swan year. That doesn't even matter, honestly. And it was really interesting to see. I think we fell a little short of where 2019 was.
And I think that's to be expected.
Yeah, definitely to be expected. But, the biggest thing, and I think the most shocking and just like, man, it really, irks me, is this 4th of July weekend was the first time in 19 months that we saw over 70% occupancy. That is horrible.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, 19 months we had not seen over 70%. And especially for a market like us, though, that's not good. Good. So we can definitely see the direct impact that COVID has had to our community directly with the hotel occupancy, and then also the ADR, which we look at that too, and you can see the lost revenue. Obviously, I'm sure most of our small businesses, they can attest to that as well, but it was really disappointing to see that, and hopefully we will, continue on the recovery path of bringing the, larger special events back, and we'll get out of this COVID stuff. But, right now it's just really, really weird.
And, and another thing there too, that I would imagine is a variable. COVID's a big part of that.
Right.
But that 2019, that was kind of a boom for oil and gas, if I remember right too. And obviously that's not the same either. So I imagine there's some impact there too.
Yeah.
Which could be COVID related, obviously, but indirectly or directly.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's a lot of variables there.
Yeah, lots of different things, but we're moving forward and we're continuing our planning. We've had a few internal meetings so far, reorganizing. We did our evaluation with our third-party vendor that we hired, and just wrapped up that report actually on Monday, which is really great. So we'll be submitting that to the city council and to our city manager. That was one of Stephanie's projects right before she was leaving. She wrapped that part up, and we're looking forward to it. And I think, next year is going to be the 75th anniversary. So we're going to hopefully have some big aha wow factors.
Absolutely. Just out of curiosity, and I know it's probably early in the ball game, but what's kind of been the assessment of keeping Main Street open versus closed? Were people more receptive or liking it this style this year, or are they leaning back to go back to one that closed down again?
There's it's kind of split. There's a group of people that definitely like to have it open. And there's a group of people that, are set in their ways and they don't like change and they just want to leave it as is. So, we're evaluating that. Obviously, the closure is really not strictly up to us. We have to go through the permit process through the Department of Transportation.
Governor has something to say there.
But I think overall, one of the things that we're looking at for next year is keeping it open. I think that was a huge benefactor for a lot of our businesses, at least the ones that have responded to us. Also, we're going to change up a little bit. We've had a lot of lessons learned with having it spaced out and at different locations. Obviously, the weather didn't help us out this year.
That added a little wrinkle.
Just a little bit, but a lot of lessons learned, and hopefully every year, it's going to get better. But we have a really great team that's already working on it. We have the partnership through the state that's the SURI team. It's the Strategic Recovery Readiness Initiative for Special Events. And so, yeah, we're excited. I think it'll be great.
Well, the thing that this past year has proved nothing, if nothing else, is people ready to get out again, people ready to travel. And like you said, despite the world we lived in, we still had a pretty good, numbers for this year's fair. Like you said, it wasn't 2019 numbers, but that's to be expected. A lot of people aren't going out still.
Right. I mean, and it was just slightly under 2019 numbers, which I think is a really good indication. I mean, the number that really stuck out to me was the fact that our market had not seen a 70% occupancy in 19 months. I mean, that is not good. That is a very telling.
Got to be good though, right?
What is that?
Like it's up to 70 now.
It was the first time, yes. So July of 2021 was the first time we hit 70% in over 19 months. So
wow. I'm just so thinking like this is the sign that maybe we're going to see bigger numbers.
I hope so. We're waiting on the report. We usually get them like around the 25th of the month. So for the month prior. So hopefully we'll see a better trend for, August and that'll give us a good indication. But it's something that we look at every single month. It's something that we tailor our marketing campaigns towards. Mm-hmm. So whether that be the flights, if we're looking at, the Phoenix flight, we're about to get a second one in October. So we're already starting that campaign and it's running in Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport and then throughout our region. There's some marketing dollars put in there. And then the other thing that we look at is, what are the trends? What's happening? Is it working? Is it not? And we do a really good deep dive evaluation every other week. I look at the numbers and then I also talk with our agency. And we just want to make sure that the dollars that we're spending we're getting a return on the investment that we're putting out there.
Absolutely. Just for perspective purposes, back in 2019, what was the average percentage around that time before COVID?
83%.
83. So that's a big drop off.
Big drop. Yep.
Okay. Well, hopefully that's starting to go the other direction now.
I hope so. I hope so.
Absolutely. I do want to mention this real quick, since you were talking about being on the tourism and being part of the committees and things like that. I would extend that same invitation to really all of city services. City council has multiple committees that the general public serve on, that they use to help create ordinances, to create legislation for this city. And those committees, it all starts there. Right. Before it gets to city councils and decisions made there, it's sitting in committees that are made up of city councilors, but also just average citizens of the community. And that's all volunteer gigs. So people that want to get involved, people that say, I'm tired of seeing this, or you should do it this way, get on these committees.
Right.
And start talking at that level. And you'll get a bigger understanding of if your idea is good or why it's not good.
Yeah, absolutely. We're always looking. I mean, there's probably 5 open slots on different committees throughout the city. You can find the application on our website at roswell-nm.gov. If you go on there, just type in committees, advisory boards, either one of those keywords will get you to the application. It's under the government tab. And we would love to have, you participate and share, your thoughts and your ideas and help us as staff present that to our city council. They're the ones who ultimately decide, but it's definitely great to have some people who are passionate about different services and different things to help us. So, absolutely,
yeah. This it's the city doesn't run just by the 10 people that make the decisions once a month.
No.
This is there's lots of work to get them to that point. And it's a lot of it's the city staff. They keep the wheels turning, but they go at the direction of the civilians and what goes on in that community in those committees.
Yes.
So, but
absolutely,
please go to the city's website. You can learn more about all the different committees and learn how to volunteer and sign up for them, and start making your impact in our community.
And here's the thing, if you're ready to have a big impact on the community, we have an event coming up for you next Tuesday, August 24th. at 4 p.m. We're going to be down at Virginia, on Virginia Street for a community outreach event to ask you for your input on this new park that's going to be built. Right now we're calling it Virginia Park. We don't know what the name is going to be, but we needed a name for when people come out. We have a flyer.
This is the all-inclusive park.
No. This is
okay.
something different. It's down south off of Virginia. This is an opportunity for those community members to tell us, do you want a slide? Do you want benches? Do you want a covering? Do you want shade? Do you want basketball courts? What do you want to have? Come out 4 o'clock. Our engineering team, our streets team, our parks team, they're going to be out there ready to listen to you and get your input. Our engineering staff and street team, they're going out to all of the residents. You should be getting a flyer on your door branded by the city of Roswell. There's a little tear-off sheet. If you can bring it that day, you can drop it off at City Hall, or you can email us your input at info@roswell-nm.gov. So we really would love your ideas and your input. And it's this coming Tuesday at 4 p.m.
The 24th.
The 24th, yes.
You know, I'm going to throw a little challenge to our younger folks on this one. If you're like your teens, preteen at 12, 13, 14, 15, on up, get your input in there too. I know we talk about parks and things, and they say we build swings and slides, but usually like those kids that are 10, 12, 13, 14, a little up, they're wanting to see basketball courts or tetherball. I don't know, whatever the latest
skate park. I don't know.
Skate parks. Yeah. This is your chance to tell the city that's what you want and be a part of the process of molding and forming what's going to take place at this park.
Yes.
Good deal. So it's the 24th. What time again?
4 p.m. We'll be
4
out there
p.m.
from 4 to 5 on Tuesday, and you can ask questions. You can share your ideas. We're going to have some staff out there. We'll have a tent, and there's going to be some light refreshments, but really just a community outreach event. Grace Frescas is going to be out there from Neighborhood Watch to see, if that group and that neighborhood would like to have more participation in the Neighborhood Watch program. And just, again, a great community event and outreach to really gather information and input on what you'd like to see in that area.
Excellent. So this is speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yes.
No, I joke about that, but and I'm not. I know I'm soapboxing everybody, but this is how you make things happen in our community.
Yes.
I know it's fun to get on Facebook, but this is how it really happens.
Yep.
So good deal. Anything else we want to mention, Juanita?
I think the very last thing, this is for our businesses that are out there listening right now. Our Spring River Zoo, in partnership with Friends of Spring River Zoo, the Friends have allowed the city to take on the Night of the Living Zoo event. And so John Wright, he's our new zoo director, he is reaching out to local businesses if they are interested in sponsoring the event. We're changing it up a little bit. It'll be a 2-night program, a trunk or treat around the zoo, booth space for your business, information. There'll be handouts, things like that. City provides candy, lots of information. But if you are interested in showing off your business during the month of October, please reach out, info@roswell-nm.gov, and we'd love to have your partnership.
Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be fun and great community event where businesses and other organizations can kind of spotlight themselves.
Yes, yeah.
At the same time, providing a great fun place for families to spend the Halloween holiday.
Yes, and a safe place too.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, get involved. Again, this is the thing I'm talking about. Everyone's like, nothing to do. Yeah, there is. They just told you, get here, but you didn't do that.
There's a lot. Check out our calendar.
Yes, roswell-nm.gov.
Yes.
And don't forget, sign-ups for volleyball, basketball, all that going on at the rec center. Get your kids signed up and get ready for the season. They'll be coming up quick here. Yep. And let's get out there and have some fun.
That's right. Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate being able to speak to you and sharing all of this information with all of our listeners out there. So
absolutely. And hopefully Big Fat Mike wasn't too mouthy over there.
It's really odd, I will tell you, sitting in the studio and just, just you're staring, and I'm like, do I look at the camera? Do I look at you? Like, it's really weird, but
that thing's horrifying. It's nightmare fuel. It scares the living daylights out of me. In the corners, it'll sit in the corner later, and I'll be sitting there, and I glance up if I'm looking, and I see that thing staring at me. It just freaks me out. It's nightmare fuel.
Oh, man.
Well, thank you, Juanita.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you again next time.
You too. I hope you feel better soon.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Juanita Jennings, Public Affairs Director for the city of Roswell. We're going to pause for local news, weather, and your business update. Quick break as well. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. I'm Jared Cirillo. Throughout the month of August, the New Mexico Department of Health will run a second round of the $100 COVID-19 vaccine incentive program, Stay Ahead New Mexico. New Mexicans who get a first or second dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or a first and only dose of J&J between now and August 31st will be eligible. To receive the incentive, New Mexicans must register at vaccinenm.org by Friday, September 10th. New Mexicans are not required to schedule their vaccine appointments through the vaccinenm.org system. However, you can get your COVID-19 vaccine from any provider in the state. Only one $100 incentive will be distributed per person. The number to call is 855-600-3453. That's the number to call for assistance with registering for the incentive. You're up to date. That's a look at local news headlines. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine and our afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The names, social security numbers, and information from a driver's license or other identification of just over 40 million people who applied for T-Mobile credit were exposed in a recent data breach, the company said Wednesday. The same data for about 7.8 million current T-Mobile customers who pay monthly for phone service also appears to be compromised. Target is reporting strong results, but online sales growth is slowing. The retailer reports that sales at its stores that had been open for at least a year rose 8.7% in the 3-month period that ended July 31st. On Wall Street, the Dow lost 382 points, closing at 34,960. The Nasdaq dropped 130 to 14,525, and the S&P 500 was off 47 to 4,400. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
A good night's sleep is so important. Did you know that proper sleep supports a healthy heart, decreases chances of weight gain, and boosts a positive mood? Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental. It doesn't matter your age, sleeping issues can make any of us reach for that all-day cup of coffee. If you know you are not sleeping because of severe snoring or sleep apnea, come visit us. We can make you a small oral appliance that will help you sleep better and live better.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main in Roswell, or call 622-4455. Enjoy more of the speed you need with gigabit internet from Plateau Fiber. Fiber means more speed, and that means more streaming on more devices with less buffering. Plateau offers True Gig, a dedicated fiber connection to download and upload what you want with speeds up to a gigabit per second. Best of all, it's all yours. You don't have to share your connection with the whole neighborhood. Sign up now to ensure your neighborhood is part of the next service zone. Learn more and get signed up today at plateaufiber.com. That's plateaufiber.com.
I believe that God owns everything. He's the source of our wealth, of our talents, and really of every moment in our lives. We may not take credit for anything we have, because whatever we have has been entrusted to us by God to be used cheerfully and generously to serve Him. God wants us to be content with what we have, knowing that He'll provide everything we need for each day. He asks that we use our money wisely, recognizing that it belongs to Him and that someday we'll have to give an account to how we spent it. As a token of our gratitude, He expects us to give a portion of all that we've received to be used in His kingdom. We must use God's gifts to serve others, not for our own glory, but for His. God has also given each of us certain abilities to use, not with a sense of pride, but with gratitude and dedication. As stewards of each moment of time, God calls us to use even that time wisely, making the most of every opportunity to live for Him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
The massive vehicle blowout is on now at Roswell Nissan with truckloads of vehicles, virtually every make and model to choose from at liquidation prices. Get a 2018 Altima for just $189 a month, a 2016 Versa for just $149 a month, or an 08 Pathfinder for just $99 a month. Get a 12-pack just for stopping by, a Bluetooth speaker with a qualified test drive, and a Target gift card with purchase. And bring your mailer to play Lucky Lotto to win cold, hard cash. Sizzling savings during the massive vehicle blowout on now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards, a touchdown, and a touchdown dance.
Saturday night, it's your Cowboys and the Houston Texans, live from AT&T Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 5, kickoff at 6 on 92.9. The Brand, brought to you by Big O Tires.
Wreck 'em.
He's got the catch as he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's time to pave the way for the LBK.
Show the world what it means to come from Lubbock, Texas.
Tech has won this game.
Join us Saturday, September 4th, as the Red Raiders kick off the season against Houston on your home for Red Raider football, the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 95% of people text things they could never say in person. Check your text messages. We just sent you something. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 57 minutes after 8 o'clock. 3 to the top of the hour, according to Sean. Stay tuned next hour, about 9:15 or so. We're going to have our interview with Crystal Noble from the Roswell Humane Society. And we'll chit-chat about pets and everything else. Good. It's been a while since we've had a chance to have an update with her. She's been out of pocket for a little bit, and she joined us last time, but had to skate out there. So hopefully we'll get a chance to get a good update on pets available for adoption and any events, which world that we live in now, not as many, but anything coming up. And of course, they really live and die by the support of the community through donations, volunteering, and being a member of the Humane Society. Anything, pretty much, can be a member of the Humane Society. Your pet, like your goldfish.
All right, what are we doing now?
Bird. Oh, Humane Society.
Oh,
previewing they're coming in next hour.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I heard I was requested.
Oh, you were?
Well, that's what he said.
Who's he?
Roybert.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I guess we just talk amongst ourselves then.
Yeah. I was just talking. Oh. I said, I gave the time and I said it my way and Sean's way.
There it is. That's what it was. Okay. We only half listen here in radio. We work in communications. We communicate with our mouths, not with our ears. So it's traditional.
What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. That's how I know Roy belongs in radio.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Good. How's everything at the Casa
Things are good. It's been a hectic morning. I looked at the clock. I'm like, it's only 9. Like, I swear it feels like the show is over by now. It's been hectic, but you know what? We're making it work. Flat Mike is putting in his big flat time today.
Yes, Sean has been playing the role of a ping pong ball pretty much the last week, getting bounced around.
It's gotten better now just because I don't have to come into your office to do Wavestar through production. I now have both of them on my computer, so that helps with the ping ponging a bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good, excellent.
Because I hate your computer. I'm sorry, I hate your production computer.
Yeah,
that's the issue for another time.
Yeah. All right. News up next. We'll be back.
Roswell's home for talk radio is 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
Thomason. In the nation's capital, police are investigating a report of a possible explosive device in a pickup truck outside the Library of Congress on Capitol Hill, and police have evacuated the area around the building. While some evacuation flights are departing Afghanistan, the chaos at the Kabul airport persists. The Taliban blames it on so-called foreigners firing guns to disperse huge crowds, but others question that narrative.
Speaking to the BBC, Ahmed Ulawazik said the Taliban were investigating reports that as many as 12 people have been killed at the airport in the last few days. He blamed foreigners, although correspondents say Taliban militants controlling access to the airport have also opened fire and beaten up Afghans struggling to get through. Meanwhile, reports from Kunar province suggest further violence there after a group of young men staged a rally waving the Afghan national flag. Local people say they were celebrating Afghan Independence Day, but angered the militants who opened fire.
And that's the BBC's Jill McGivering. President Biden tells ABC the crisis in Afghanistan, not a failure. Mr. Biden adds that the turmoil there was unavoidable. Congressional Republicans demanding hearings into the situation in Afghanistan, and it would seem that some congressional Democrats agree. There are too many sad stories like this out of fire-ravaged Grizzly Flats, California.
My house has been burnt down. A lot of the houses on the neighborhood, from what I've been seeing on the news, are burnt down.
Northern California's Caldor fire is the culprit.
I've been trying to get back up there, and I can't. I just bought the house a month and a half ago. My first home ever, my dream.
Thankfully, no loss of life in that particular case. Numerous fires burning across Northern California. The Dow down 95 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Let's be boring and do a commercial about cash-out refinances. It's Ryan, and our mortgage team will often have a listener say, I think I understand what a cash-out refinance is, but can't that be bad for you sometimes? So let's hit on that. As with anything, it's certainly not the right move for everyone. If we don't have to, we don't want to add a bunch of years onto our loan, or increase our monthly payment too much, or pay more in the long run. But because home values have skyrocketed so far up the last few years, while rates have come so far down, we've seen many scenarios where listeners today can pull out a significant chunk of money from the new value in their home, while lowering the years on the overall loan, while lowering their monthly payment, and lowering how much they ultimately pay. The key is to just look at the whole picture and be honest with yourself about your situation. If you're looking for someone to show you your options, we are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage maker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
The global microchip shortage forcing Toyota to cut worldwide vehicle production by 40%. Starting next month.
Until now, Toyota has fared better than its rivals despite the ongoing shortages of semiconductors. It had a large stockpile of chips thanks to its business plan, which was revamped in the wake of the 2011 earthquake. But the company says a recent surge in COVID-19 cases in Southeast Asia has made the global shortage worse. It's told the BBC it started to feel the crunch in August, but it'll have to slash production even more in September. After the cut was reported by local media, the company's shares fell, ending the day almost 4.5% lower.
The BBC's Mariko Oi in Tokyo. Syrian government forces have shelled a village in the country's rebel-held northwest. Opposition activists say 5 people were killed, most of the victims said to be children. News and analysis, townhall.com. Because of COVID-19, the U.S. is urging the more than 150 countries planning to send a representative to the UN next month to consider giving a video address instead.
A note from the U.S. mission sent to the 192 other UN member nations also called for all other UN-hosted meetings and side events to be virtual. It says these parallel meetings that draw travelers to New York, quote, needlessly increase risk to our community, New Yorkers, and the other travelers. The U.S. note says the Biden administration is particularly concerned about Secretary General Antonio Guterres and the incoming General Assembly President Abdullah Shahid hosting high-level in-person events on issues such as vaccines, the 20th anniversary of the UN World Conference Against Racism, food systems, and energy. Jeremy House reporting.
The Dow down 91 points, the NASDAQ 9 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
Mike? Michael. Did we lose Mike?
Yeah, I forgot to
There
change
he
it.
is. I was like, we lost Mike. Big flat Mike went big flat silent.
I forgot to change the profile.
Oh.
I have a cat that took my chair and I got distracted.
He went big flat mute.
Started talking like, hey, I'm not hearing none. I was like, oh, I forgot to change my profile.
There's no snare in my headphones. Where my snare at?
Yeah, I lost my seat to my cat.
Don't you hate that?
Took over my chair.
And then they look at you like, what?
Yeah.
You weren't doing anything.
And then I'm
The
petting
cat
her,
took
which
his
is
chair.
a change.
Well, that's apropos considering this hour we'll be chatting with Miss Crystal Noble from the Roswell Humane Society.
Yeah. Maybe I can get you to talk, Hannah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's busy licking my.
Hannah's busy. She's cleaning Mike. Oh, dude, yep. I got a video of it last night. So my cats have been. I have a new cat, a new kitty named Tony.
You've had a couple weeks now, right?
It's been a couple weeks, and I've kind of been watching the transition of like the territorial game and kind of like seeing if Stefan was gonna like flex on Tony, and he did for a minute. But Tony's a scrapper, dude. Tony starts more fights than Stefan just finishes them. But last night, for the first time, I don't think they knew I was like in the room or they wouldn't have done it. But I got a video of Stefan cleaning Tony. He was like licking him on the head, and I'm like, I gotta get a video of this. This is never gonna happen again. So I think that they've sort of bonded just a bit. They're used to each other now.
They're getting there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, that's how our cats are.
Mm-hmm. They just needed a week of just no kids to kind of like figure things out because getting thrust in with the kids, it's a lot.
That is a variable that creates no. Leave it alone. I was talking to a cat.
I was talking to Kim. No, hey, Kim, put it down. No. Kid rolled up newspaper.
Fascinated by the wires.
Oh, who isn't?
And yes, and it keeps trying to attack my mic cable.
You got dangling wires. Your cat's got toys.
Yeah, that's right. And she's a chewer. I got to be on her.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, she saw my headphone cord. I saw them teeth come out. She's like, "Oh boy,
snack time!"
I said, "No."
Mm-hmm. Does your cat get drooly? Stefan gets real drooly.
No.
Like when he wants something, he gets like his mouth water. He's like, he gets ravenous about it, or rabid about it. Not rabid. That's probably a bad choice of words. You don't want to use the word rabid when it comes down. He gets downright parvotic about it.
This is my cat. Her name's Cujo.
Hey, Crystal can't enjoy those jokes. This is my cat. His name's Cujo. Some of them are just for headphone wearers. I gotta kill the mic every time just so she can hear the side bits.
Okay.
But Crystal standing by in the wings.
Very good. Excellent. She will join us in an official capacity here in just a minute with the Roswell Humane Society. Give us that. Are you going to hang out for that one? Or are you off doing
I can. Yeah,
things?
I can.
I didn't. You're more than welcome to. But if you've got ping ponging to do.
Well, I'll do a quick story over there and then I'll come back over here.
Okay.
I can spread the love around.
Spread the love.
That's right.
He's been doing that a lot lately. Spreading the love around.
I mean, so I'm assuming you got the picture. Life takes interesting twists and turns sometimes, and well, you just got to ride them. You just got to ride those twists and turns. Ride them out. Sometimes the journey's a quick one. Sometimes you're just going to the store. Sometimes it's a road trip.
That's right. Sometimes you just need a fudge sickle.
So, moving on?
Yeah. I'm doing a good job when I could tell through the sound of his voice that he's squirming. My work here is done. Let's move on. Yes, Crystal Noble will be joining us from the Roswell Humane Society here in just a few minutes. We'll talk about
Crystal
pet
just saw the
adoption.
evidence, so she's in on the Hatmans now, by the way. She got giggly. I think she's blushing a little bit. It's fun. Yeah. Life is funny. Anyways, the weather.
Yeah. It's hot and steamy in here. Hey, I have my wife and me to talk to the rest of the day. This is my moment of spewing. Sorry. Before I go and
shut up,
tired.
Mike.
All right, it's 11 minutes after 9. Here is your hot weather.
Your weather forecast is brought to you by Do Right Roofing. For a free estimate, give Do Right Roofing a call today. 623-2273. That's 623-2273.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine, highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, 77 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 64%. Winds are calm at the moment. Today, we're looking at sunny skies and a high of 93. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 66. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, sunny and 93. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 67. And then for the weekend, a 20% chance of showers for Saturday afternoon. Mostly sunny otherwise with a high of 92. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And then Sunday, 20% chance of showers once again. Mostly sunny, highs expected to hit right around 90. And then we'll be floating around in the low to mid 90s for most of next week. No mention of rain past Sunday, but still time. That could change. All right. It is 13 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a quick break de comercial, and then we'll talk with Crystal from the Humane Society on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam kung and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious noodle soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
The massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean, quality pre-owned vehicles marked way, way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 of payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
You're invited to the 15th Annual Ag Invitational Golf Tournament, happening September 2nd through the 4th at the Artesia Country Club Golf Course. Proceeds raised will benefit the Eddy County, Chaves County, and Eastern New Mexico State Fair Junior Livestock Sales. Sponsorship at this year's event includes over $12,000 in prizes, plus closest to the pin, door prizes, free drinks and food, and player and sponsor gifts. Call Juan Jimenez for more information and to sign up, 575-746-6732. Presented by First American Bank, Schooler Purina, DBS Commodities, CVE, Royal Services, and Pecos Valley Equipment.
Red Dirt Black Gold 2021 is coming Saturday, August 28th in downtown Artesia, featuring some of the best in red dirt country from Tel Runyon, Josh Malloy, Bart Crow, and Reckless Kelly. 92.9 The Brand is giving you the chance to score a VIP experience. We're talking food, backstage access, and the best seat in the house. Just text VIP along with your name to 291-7468. That's VIP along with your name to 291-7468. Enter for your chance to go VIP from Red Dirt Black Gold and The Brand.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. You cannot snore and dream at the same time, unless you're dreaming about snoring. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 17 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us, or not me,
us,
them in studio.
All of us.
We are all here.
That's right. Gang's all here.
They're all there. Crystal Noble with the Roswell Humane Society.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nestled up next to Big Flat Mike.
Yeah, I got my buddy right next to me.
We've actually got we got the hat to wear it now is just a beanie with a pig on it. I mean, it weirdly works.
It really does.
As the good Lord intended.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's getting more popular than I am. So
I keep saying we need to give him like a chain. I was thinking like a crepe paper chain. Spray painted gold. We put like a pendant on the end. Thug life.
Trying to get him to join a gang.
Yeah, exactly.
Put a snow cloud for winters.
Nice. Good there.
We got y'all figured out, Mike.
BFM is the kind of guy that doesn't join a gang. He starts a gang.
He starts them. There you go.
Yeah, see, that's why we got the storm cloud for winters. The winters game.
I think at this point, Big Flat Mike needs his own Big Flat Twitter handle.
Storm's coming, don't you know? I like it.
So the Humane Society, you guys have been hard at work, and we were just kind of chatting off here about the whole Rona situation over there. You guys, I mean, obviously don't have a lot of human interaction. So how has things been over there?
We actually have been really, really good. A lot of people, they choose to wear their mask or they don't choose to wear their mask. It's up to them. But we really, with all the sanitizing in between, there's been a lot of, people coming in that, they want to look, but they take their own precautions as well with hand sanitizer and all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, you guys definitely don't run a sloppy shop. I mean, you guys, it's clean. It's everything's put where it's supposed to be, and that's how it should be, and that's what's getting stuff done.
Right, and that's what keeps from not spreading even the corona, but also parvo, distemper, upper respiratory. So we have to keep clean.
I have a important COVID question.
Uh-oh.
We might not be the ones you want to ask here, Mike.
No, it is.
Okay.
It is. Because it's home related.
Okay.
My wife.
Does this look infected? Sorry. Go ahead.
What's this bubble here? No.
Turns out it was a gummy bear.
The question is, my wife, she's had the COVID longer. I'm getting sick now. She's petting the cats, but she likes to kiss the cats. She kisses cats. She hasn't been kissing the cats. She kissed the cat. Is that safe or not safe?
No, I think you're okay.
I was like, can cats catch COVID? That's a lot of C's.
I've heard that there's a possibility.
So in the very beginning, they were claiming that some of the
bigger cats were
catching COVID. But what people don't understand is we already vaccinate cats and dogs for corona, but it's a different virus. It's a different strain.
One of the COVIDs. And as a matter of fact, that got brought up during the same kind of COVID.
Right. So it's a coronavirus, but it is a strain that is just animal related.
Okay.
There's been rumors that humans can pass it to their animals, but animals can't pass it back. But that hasn't been scientifically proven.
Okay. So Kim's probably okay to kiss the cats.
Yeah, just tell her to rinse with Lysol first.
I want a
so
shirt
she's
now.
Fresh.
I want a shirt
You
now.
mean
that says,
Listerine?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, Listerine,
Lysol
sorry.
be nasty.
Yeah, Listerine, sorry.
I just want a shirt now that says, kiss a kitty, cats can't catch COVID.
I just figured there's someone else wanting to kiss their cat.
Hey.
Besides my wife.
You know what? You've got all this time in quarantine. It gets lonely in there. Sometimes you just need a cuddle sesh. I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And why not cuddle with someone who's immune?
Right.
There you go.
Love it.
There you go.
So what we need to do is we need to put cats on the front line as companion animals to COVID patients. First, we have to find the only cats on the planet that are willing to be companion animals and not just do their own thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. I don't want to do that. No. That's a cat.
Well, my support cats were great until I leave the house. Then they're nuts. Then I'm supporting them.
Yes.
They don't do well outside the house.
Well, yeah. They've got to, it's a give. You give financial, they give kisses.
There you go.
There you go.
You give meow mix, they give snuggles.
And occasionally a pile of throw up or something too.
Yeah. That was a gift.
Givers.
That was a gift for the family.
Yeah, because they don't get to catch lizards outside.
Right.
Yeah. Although my puker is a mouser.
Ah, nice.
Mm-hmm.
She's caught 2 mice in her lifetime. Not since I've been in this house, but when we lived on the south end in the winter, there always seem to get a mouse each season. And she caught 2 of them. Dropped them right in my lap there as a trophy.
Tony's
Very
a bug
nice.
boy. He gets all the little crawlies. I live in a trailer park. They pop up every now and again. Tony takes care
The
of
other
them.
one likes to go after bugs. I don't think I've ever seen her catch one.
No?
Like if there's a fly that gets in the house
Hey,
or
just
something.
bat it around a little bit until they get annoyed and walk away. That's how you take care of your bug problem in your house. You just annoy the bugs until they decide to leave.
Well, it's usually not a problem, but every once in a while a moth or a fly or something gets in.
Mothra?
And then, yes.
Jeez.
Matter of fact, there was a moth last night in the bathroom. And it was late because the lights weren't off. And I went in there to go to the bathroom. And I started hearing this flapping noise. And it was...
Kim?
When you're on the pot at midnight in the dark, you don't want to hear flapping.
No, not so much. Get a dragonfly in your house, you just get the loud...
I'm like, I'm hearing flapping. No bug is big to have flapping wings.
Check all the...
It was a moth.
Check the members. Oh, you heard moth flaps. I got to tell you, Mike, your ears are tip-top.
Well, it was loud. And it
were
kept running into the corner going...
They were loud moth flaps.
Yeah. But
Are you
yes,
sure
I
it
can
wasn't
hear.
moth gas? Because it was in the bathroom.
I may have killed it. My own fumes.
Oh, that's too funny.
But we digress. But
I'm sorry. Yeah, we should get back to pets. I don't think you can adopt moths.
Now,
At least
obviously,
not flappy ones.
the summertime is drawing to a close. We've had a relatively mild summer by Roswell standards. It's been kind of nice out. The rain's cooled things down a little bit. So we're getting into the fall time season. Obviously, there's issues with certain cats that can be available during this season.
Yeah, starting October 1st to November 6th, no solid black or solid white cats.
Right.
And that's just because a lot of people don't realize, but people will take them and do very bad things.
Sure.
Because it's Halloween time. And I don't know why people feel that October is the time of the year to do this, but whatever.
You get a pumpkin
pretty
spice
sure
latte
if-
or two in you.
Right, yeah. You get a little pumpkin spice and you get all crazy. That's right.
I think if you watch an episode of Ghost Adventures, at some point you'll figure out why they do this stuff, because they always investigate. And I'd say 9/10 of them are demonic types, and they do stuff like this. So,
But, we do it for the safety of the animals.
yeah, sycophants.
If anybody that is truly interested in adopting a solid black cat or a solid white cat, if we have them, because, solid white cats we don't see as often.
Sure.
We get their information and we tell them, just check with us after November 6th, and then we go from there.
When I missed the beginning. When is that lockdown going
October
to place?
1st.
October 1st.
October 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got about a month.
My son's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake me up when September ends.
What's I know the black cat, but the all white's part of that weird ritual stuff too.
It's the whole yin yang thing, the spirituality, the dark spirits versus the light spirits. I'm just assuming. Haven't done my research on magic with a K.
Is it like cowboy hats? The white hats are the good guys, the black hats are the bad guys?
You nailed it.
Okay.
So a lot of people, like the black cats, like they will sacrifice as a ritual to resurrect something, and a white cat is solid and pure, so they have to have a purity.
Virgin sacrifice kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Where the black cats are supposed to carry the possession of the demonic, and
which is weird because I had a white cat a few years ago that had a severe crack problem. So I mean, not pure even in the slightest. We got him help. Don't worry. We got him checked in at a place. He's fine now. We still talk to him every now and again. He's actually working down at the Goodwill.
I believe the catnip is going to get strung out on.
That's where they get started. It's a gateway.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys have available?
We actually have a lot of cats. I don't even think we have a solid black cat anymore. We had to transport to Albuquerque a couple weeks back, and my little black kitty went. But we have a lot of tabbies. Like, it's just like tabby heaven. We got tan tabbies, we got gray tabbies, we got silver tabbies, tan silvery tabbies.
Tabs out the keister.
My wife's cat, when I met her, was a tabby, Lucy.
I laugh because tabbies, you look at them and then they have the little black marks on their eyebrows, and I always tell them, "You're McDonald's."
Yeah, it's the M.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
little M right there.
I don't know exactly what Tony is. He's a very
W. Yeah.
a very unique. He's got white whiskers that come out of like the top of his head, and like he's got whiskers down here, but also whiskers. I can't figure. He's like maybe a tabby mix. I'm not real sure.
What color is he?
He's black with white paws and white tuft on the chest.
So he's a tuxedo.
That's excessive whisker.
A what?
Tuxedo.
Yeah, tuxedo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
it's called.
Oh, is that a breed?
Yeah.
Oh, neat. I did not know that.
It's a domestic short hair or long hair, whatever his length is. But the coloring of it is called a tuxedo.
Well, that makes sense.
And that's why his whiskers are white, is because his coat is black.
Okay. That makes sense. He's got a stupid cute face, but cool.
Does it hump penguins?
Only when penguins are present, which is why I choose to live in a desert climate. I'm going to take a quick exit to the sister station. Mike, can you take over for a sec?
Yes, I can. He's got to go to the bathroom. All this cat talk stirring things in my belly.
But we have we have a lot of young cats. We don't have any adult cats. The two Oh no, we have one senior. She's 12. And she's a Maine Coon mix. And then we have she's got really long hair. She's really big. She's super sweet. Her owner adopted her originally from us back when she was a kitten, and was put into a nursing facility and didn't have anybody to take the cat. So the cat, of course, comes back to us like it states in the contract. But she's super sweet. She's already spayed. She just needs a rabies and a microchip, and she's ready to go.
Okay, good. So she's probably good for like a single or older person looking for a companion.
Mm-hmm. And she's definitely a lap cat, and most cats that have long hair really don't like to be brushed. She does really good. She just doesn't like her belly brushed, but for the most part,
cats don't.
She's she'll deal with it, but she's got really soft and fluffy hair, and she's so sweet.
Very good. You might have to vacuum a little bit more with her, but
vacuum her and then vacuum the floor.
Yeah.
And it's weird because they make a pet vacuum where you put an attachment on the end of your vacuum, and it's like a brusher, and you turn it on, and it lessens the suction on the tip, so you can brush, and it sucks the hair up into the vacuum as you're brushing the pet, so that way you're not getting hair all over the place.
Yeah, it's nifty. Although I would think, because my cats don't like the vacuum cleaner noise, so I wonder if that would be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, need a lot of calls. Right here.
But yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool deal. But yeah, cats. If you're looking for, I think for older folks and things like that, cats are kind of the perfect because they don't require the maintenance of a dog. You don't take them out to walk and all that. You keep the litter box clean. You keep them fed and watered. They're pretty independent outside of that.
They really are. And for the most part, cats, basically when we adopt a cat or take a cat home, that cat takes over that domain and we're allowed to be in their presence.
This is true.
They're more so of the you cater to me, not I cater to you. Where a dog is the opposite. The dog is going to do anything and everything he can to make you happy and please you because they're a companion animal.
Yeah, they'll go through fire with you. And cats are very loving too. They beat to a different drum than the dog does. That's all there is. How speaking of dogs, how are the dog side of adoptions looking right now?
Adoptions are staying pretty steady. Intakes, unfortunately, have increased quite a bit. We've got a lot of people needing to own or release animals and open kennels because, unfortunately, when one goes out, only one can come in. But
so you really need the adopters right now to come in and
yes. And we have like a variety of dogs. We've got little dogs. We've got Chihuahua mixes, Dachshund mixes, some Terrier mixes.
So good little, because I think for a while there you were kind of all larger breeds for the most part.
We're out of all little dogs.
But now you got some of the smaller ones, Chihuahuas and Terriers and such.
Yeah, and then we have some medium-sized dogs. We have a couple of lab mixes that are still pretty young. A couple of healer mixes, a really nice boxer mix. Her name is Candy. She's been with us for a while. She's about 5 years old. She's super sweet, super friendly. She loves kids. She walks great on a leash. She's just a goofball.
Yeah. Well, healers they're very smart, but they can be kind of like that too. They kind of, like labs, they're always pretty bright. Healers, they're loyal and friendly, but yeah, next thing you know, what was that?
Yeah, they have squirrel.
Yeah. But in all fairness, all dogs have a bit of that. So.
Yeah, my dogs do, especially when it's, like, hey, let's go take a bath. They're like, squirrel.
Yeah.
Do you want a treat? Oh, hey, squirrel.
Yeah. But those labs, like I'm telling folks, if you want to be a first-time dog owner and you love dogs but you've never had one, a lab mix is a great starter dog because they can get big, sure, but as far as training them and getting them to be in your routine, I think they're one of the breeds that kind of fall in line the easiest, if that makes sense, where they learn
quicker.
They're just, I don't know, they're just wired to be, I don't know if it's because they're bred to be bird dogs and things and help with hunting, but those tendencies are ingrained in them, and they love to serve and do that. And so I think to train one, they're pretty easy. So it's a good breed to start with. And
They
they're
are,
very friendly.
and
They're usually good around kids.
Very loyal, and they're typically labs are happy to meet and see anybody, but they are very much family dog. They will protect their kids.
Oh yeah, they're great with kids, and they were great to if you're looking for that. I never say, if you're looking for security in your home, dog is you can add to that, but that's not the reason to get a dog. But if that's one of the things you're saying, you know what, hey, that's a bonus. Yeah, you will find that dog will protect your kids in certain situations, like out in the park with them, and something that looks like the dog perceives a threat will get in protective mode. That's what's in their brains, ingrained in there. It's just
Right, because the kids become part of the pack, part of the group. Like they are the protector. It's just like out in the wild. You have your lead dominant dog, and then you have the ones that are the followers, but they will all protect each other.
Yeah. One of the most unusual things I saw with dogs was some labs. When we got our Sissy years ago, she was a puppy, brand new pup when we got her. I think she was about 8 weeks old or something. Well, we took her to visit my in-laws in Ruidoso, and they had, at the time, a yellow lab, older yellow lab, great dog. Tried to train her to be a bird dog, but she was scared of gunfire, so it didn't pan out. But great dog. But as soon as she met Sissy the first time, she has never had a litter, nothing. She rolled over on her side like offering lunch. Like she rolled over and then like assumed the mom position to let Sissy have lunch. And it was kind of, oh, that's sweet. Look at that. But I'd never seen that before.
Because a lot of female dogs are that way. Even if they've never had a litter, they're spayed, they have that motherly instinct, and they will mother other puppies, even if they're not, able to nurse them. They will lick them, clean them, growl at them, when they're doing something wrong. They will mother another baby.
It's almost an offshoot of that pack mentality. That they get in that mindset, this is my pack, and I will protect my pack, even if that pack's not necessarily born of them.
Right.
Makes sense.
Oh, I'm back.
I'm a one-man wolf pack.
I've been trying to find a way to weasel in here. I don't want to freak the conversation out.
I was about to say, Crystal, your Sean impression is spot on.
I've been working on it really hard. Hold on, let's see.
So here's what you got to do. You got to start with the voice. It starts with the voice, then you got to really, really speed up the speech because you have to go like 120, 130 words a minute. That's really how it works.
How did I do?
He's been practicing.
When all else fails, just start mumbling.
That's what I do.
Or lean really far back from the mic and yell.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta look away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How you doing?
Like looking away.
Yeah. My mindset is, the room noise will pick up the mic. I don't have to be necessarily mic forward.
Well, I'm trying to get better on my mic awareness at home because it's different. Like I'll be sitting here leaning, and then I hear me breathing, and I'm like, oh, I gotta stop. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So I'm just.
And even and that's the thing. Even like little stuff like this, it's a daunting task.
That's the thing. Like I'm going above and beyond being chipper right now. But yeah, when I get the commercial break, I just feel like going to sleep. So, but we're good. It's all good.
You need some B12 shots in your butt.
I was gonna say vitamin C and vitamin D with zinc.
Yep, and B12.
B12. Yeah.
My only zinc I have handy is the Zicams, so we've been swabbing every day for the last couple of days.
Right.
Which reminds me I got to do today's. But
he's due for a swabbing.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm doing okay. I got a cold. I got stuffy head. I'm very lethargic energy.
Like half the NyQuil symptoms.
Yeah. No fever. Yeah. I can still smell, but my head's kind of clogged up. I'm a little bit of fog.
He's the daytime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, sore head, running nose, DJ.
I've been lucky. Nothing chest. My chest is fine. I don't feel wheezy.
No shortness of breath or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Take a really, really hot, steamy shower and put some Vicks in the corner of the shower so the steam will take the aroma of the Vicks and help you breathe.
By the way,
she brings pet tips and human tips.
Speaking of Vicks, ignore the expiration date.
Yeah, it doesn't expire ever in a day.
We've had the same jar since Kim and I got married 20 years ago.
It gets passed
Still
down
using it.
generation to
Okay,
generation.
so you really don't use much Vicks.
I carried this jar of Vicks for 5 years.
You know what
Carried
Vicks
it
works
at
well
war.
for?
What's that?
If the cats are getting into things you don't want them to do,
You just throw the jar
I
of
just
Vicks
open the
at
jar
them?
of Vicks.
Oh.
They're going head for the hills.
Vicks is also good for muscle aches and headaches.
You know what my cats
see
hate?
that.
Anything aerosol. Like if I have like a spray can, I have canned air. I was dusting something the other day. I had a canned air, and I just and the cats, pew, gone.
Oh, my cat's like, ooh, straw. Like straws.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Straws are fun. So let's shift.
Fun fact about straws. Have either of you ever heard a cow drink water?
I don't think I have.
Sounds like the cow's got a straw in the bucket going.
Really?
Yeah, I heard this last night.
I was gonna say you have livestock now. We haven't talked about this on air, but
Yeah.
You got livestock?
Yeah.
Crystal went ahead and went all Green Acres on us since we talked.
Do you have
to
like a farm?
She has a friend with
leasing.
Yeah.
Leasing
Okay,
a
did you
ranch.
move?
No, I'm still here. Just drive
I was thinking
through
you
there
were in
every
like
day.
a neighborhood, like a little neighborhood.
Yeah, no,
for some
she
reason.
keeps them at the house, just in the backyard. She's got what, goats and a horse.
Yeah, goats and a horse.
Nice. Which sounds like a rap song, but it's
A
not.
normal size horse?
Quarter horse.
Okay. You must have a big backyard.
I have a really tall fence, so animal control can't see. No.
So, and you said these are meat goats that you're raising.
Yeah.
So meat goats are male, right?
No, male and female.
Okay, so can a meat goat also be a milk goat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only if it's a female.
Well, thanks, man. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. You just gotta. It just depends on what kind of milk you're getting.
Where's the udders at? Oops, wrong button.
Got that one big one on the front.
Yeah, they like a lot of the dairy goats are used as meat goats as well, but they're more for dairy. But a lot of them they breed the meat goats and the dairy goats together.
Right.
So
Yeah, so
you have a meat.
Could just be a huh? Oh. He's talking to the cat again.
Cat
Cat
jumped
or
up on the
Kim?
kitchen counter. It was better.
Kim's walking along the kitchen counter. She's
Sure,
really off her
but
rocker today.
The cat.
COVID rearing its ugly head. So, okay, so let's talk the thrift store for a minute. Let's talk about some availability. What's out there for the taking?
So
Versus
they're still
buying.
doing the senior day, the veteran or active military day, and then whiteboard day. So because Wednesdays, they're back open Wednesday through Saturday.
Nice.
Wednesdays is the new day, so they don't have any sales on Wednesdays because it's pretty busy.
Okay.
So on Thursdays, it's 20% off your entire purchase for senior citizens.
Oh, nice.
And then on Thursdays, it's 20% off your entire purchase for veterans or active military.
Okay, cool.
And then on Saturday, we have a whiteboard when you first walk in the door, and the special of the day is up there. It could be half off the back room, half off clothing, half off hanging clothing, 75% off kitchen appliances.
Just kind of depends.
But whatever sale of the day is, it's going to be written on the whiteboard.
Do you guys just have like a bunch of them in like a hat and you just draw one out? Like, oh, 75% off a pair of activewear.
It's whatever mood Camilla's in that morning or whatever they have a plethora of.
Gotcha.
So if she walks in Saturday morning and there's a crap ton of clothes and the back room is piled full of clothes, it's pretty much going to be clothes on sale.
If she just got into a fight with like significant others, it's just like breakable vases, 50% off.
Cast iron skillets, 2 for $1. Kill your husbands.
Only got one dent in it.
So depending on, what they have an abundance of, it depends on what they do for the special on Saturdays.
Okay.
Good. I would imagine, like you're getting a lot of course, back to school, college and all that. Is there still some of that kind of stuff around?
There's
for
still some
people
small
doing that?
kitchen appliances. For whatever reason, nobody wants to buy desks. We had some desks that we ended up having to mark way, way, way down to get them to sell. But
just out of rebellion now that everything's.
I think it's because computers are smaller. People using iPads and phones and
true,
laptops.
but you still need a desk to put your stuff on, unless you're just gonna throw it on the floor. Oh wait, college kids, never mind.
Yep.
Or Sean.
Yeah, shut up with your accuracies. I'm getting.
You know what
better
you can put in your desk, Sean?
What's that?
Your vaccine cards.
Oh yeah. Look, I got a call into the New Mexico Department of Health. All right, Mike, I'm gonna get it. Okay.
Good to hear that.
Shut up. Now,
Did
but
you lose your card?
Here's the thing. I lost my cards because I
He
didn't
has
have.
2 cards because he lost the first card. He can't get the second card.
And I don't know where the second
He
card
lost
is
the second
either.
card.
So I'm pretty sure the second card's somewhere in my office. 80% sure of that. I don't think I threw it away.
Hey, if you're doing if you all have like a conspiracy crime to commit, don't have Sean your stash guy. He'll lose it.
It'll be there. I just gotta find it first.
He's like the uncle from Vacation. I've been putting stuff out in holes out here for 30 years.
You man coffee. You can put this stuff on anything.
we might try digging in that hole. I don't know what we're gonna come up with, but we're gonna find some.
I didn't say
like, look at all these Yukonuba cans.
Yukonuba. So the thrift store. Actually, I'm curious because I'm in need of some furnishings. Like I need a dresser in a bad way. You guys have like dressers, like furnishing stuff like that for the home?
Yeah, they get that quite a bit.
Tanner will dress you.
Will he?
He's a dresser.
I need a dresser that will hold my clothes. I'm pretty sure he's busy overnights.
Oh, I thought you meant like someone to dress you.
No. I'm good there.
Good.
That's what Tony does. He's my personal style advisor. That's the whole reason I brought him in.
He picks your clothes out for you every day and then helps you put them on every morning.
Yeah, the side part, that was his idea.
Got it. Got it.
See what we can do for BFM.
Well, I'll send him a picture and see what ideas he has.
But
it's
yeah.
feline eye for the straight guy. That's how that rolls.
We got way off the rails.
It's what happens. It's what we do.
But yeah, we do get them. So I will keep an eye out for one.
Very good. So a plethora of things. Anything you could be looking for is available for you at the thrift store there. On
How about
site.
donations? Do y'all use things?
The donations, they've been steady. I know they've got a whole bunch of clothes donations and they're running out of room for clothes. But they've had
pet supplies, litter and food and whatnot.
We're good on the cat litter. We're good on dog food and cat food because we had an article that came out in the paper and we had a bunch of donations that came out of that.
That's great.
Cleaning supplies, bleach, Dawn, Clorox wipes, Lysol wipes, sprays. Those are things that we always need because we use them every single day throughout the day. And that's, how we help keep from spreading not just the coronavirus, but any virus.
Sure.
Yeah, about to say that was long before Corona was even in everybody's brain.
Right before anybody knew what a Corona was, minus the lime on top.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you got bigger fish to fry. You got parvo and things like that are much more probable of happening at the kennel than say COVID would be.
Us normal folk don't usually fight kennel cough.
No.
Almost never comes up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, another way folks can support is becoming a member.
Yes.
And your kids, your pets, your grandkids.
The goldfish.
I think goldfish.
Greasy grandmama.
Pet rock.
Yeah.
All of that can be a member. And you get to say in how things happen. You get an annual meeting you get to go to and help shape the direction of the Humane Society.
Well, once things settle down with COVID, we should be able to resume meetings. Unfortunately, since COVID has happened, we've had phone calls, but haven't, been able to have actual meetings because everywhere's closed. You can't have groups over this amount. And
Hey, what's your status on volunteers and stuff? Is that changed, or are you still allowing?
Yeah, we're still allowing volunteers. We are scheduling them according to our schedules and what they're available for. To kind of work in. We are still hiring for the kennels. I've had it in the newspaper, on Indeed, on Facebook, and I've had 6 applications turned in.
Okay. So pet lovers don't mind cleaning.
No.
Say, this is going to part of the job. Hey, you maintain and take care of the animals.
Love of pets isn't always clean and fluffy.
No, it's not. Sometimes it's...
Love of pets sometimes is expelling anal glands.
It's stinky and slimy.
But
yeah,
it's fun.
I mean, I love pets.
So should they apply in person?
Unfortunately, we're not that high in technology or up in the world there. We have a application at the kennels, and then we ask, just bring your resume, show some of your background, what you have experience in, so we can try to find somebody who's going to be easy to train and a little bit knowledgeable about dogs, and so nobody's getting hurt.
So if you're good with dogs and just being that, you've just been around dogs all your life, that's probably enough qualifications to help out there, I would think.
It's a good start. Definitely agree.
Yeah.
It's somebody that you can mold and then kind of make your own.
It is, because dogs at home are a lot different than dogs in a kennel.
Sure. But I mean, if you just understand dog tendencies and things. And
if you've been, around pets and you understand dogs, that helps,
I've watched a crap load of The Dog Whisperer. How qualified am I? I own cats. How qualified?
Can you carry a shovel and a broom, and do you gag?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Disqualified. Don't need to hear somebody.
Oh, dude, the reflex is strong with this one. It is bad. And you know what gets me? It's not even like a poo I'm okay with or whatever. It's seriously like phlegm and like the snotty stuff.
That's a get you.
That's
it's hilarious. So
come on over, Sean.
My dogs. Titus, as a puppy, he had an accident in the house, and for whatever reason, he was just really rank that day. Mm-hmm. And John, he goes, ugh. I was like, I'll clean it up. And he goes, oh, how do you do that? I'm like, I work in a kennel. Right. I'm used to the smell.
This is nothing.
I'm like, if it's gagging me, there's something wrong.
This dog has a problem.
Must go to the vet. I don't gag that easy. So, yeah. But, there's a real good trick to that.
Okay.
Vicks.
Oh, yeah.
Vicks Vapor
Back
Rub.
to Vicks.
Vicks under the nose.
There you go.
And there you go.
Yeah. So now we're smelling his Vicks. But then if it's so strong, because cat urine is specifically.
It is. Cat urine is
that's the worst.
The worst.
Then you're smelling Vicks and cat pee. I feel like that's a weird combo.
No, but so what you do, this is how you do it with the cat pee. So you get a little bit of the baking soda deodorizer.
Okay.
You sprinkle it over where the cat pee is. You let that absorb into the cat pee. You go put on the Vicks. Then you come back.
Sweep it up. It's like sawdust, essentially.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
It is. It's a real pro tip right there.
Yeah.
We're coming up close to the top. So,
we probably need to wrap things up.
So folks want to reach out and get more information about the Humane Society, about thrift store, donations. How do they find you?
If they want to know anything about the kennels, they can call 622-8950. Or they can go to the website, www.roswellhumane.org. If they want to inquire about thrift store sales or require donations, any of that sort, they could call Camille at 623-9210.
There you go.
They're open Wednesday through Saturday. We're open Tuesday through Saturday.
Nice. Plenty of opportunities to get in there and find yourself a forever friend. Fur spelled F-U-R.
Mm-hmm. And friend is F-I-E-N-D. Fiend.
Your fur fiend?
Right.
We have fur fiends around here.
We have plenty of them. Ms. Crystal, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate having you here.
Yes, thank you.
See you back next month.
Thank you.
Actually, get you scheduled here in a minute. 9 away from 10 o'clock. Let's pause and get you updated with some local news.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. I'm Jared Sorello. Throughout the month of August, the New Mexico Department of Health will run a second round of the $100 COVID-19 vaccine incentive program, Stay Ahead New Mexico. New Mexicans who get a first or second dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or a first and only dose of J&J between now and August 31st will be eligible. To receive the incentive, New Mexicans must register at vaccinenm.org by Friday, September 10th. New Mexicans are not required to schedule their vaccine appointments through the vaccinenm.org system. However, you can get your COVID-19 vaccine from any provider in the state. Only one $100 incentive will be distributed per person. The number to call is 855-600-3453. That's the number to call for assistance with registering for the incentive. You're up to date. That's a look at local news headlines. I'm Jared Sorello.
Radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Every American now trapped behind enemy lines in Afghanistan is at the mercy of the Taliban right now. There's no other way to explain that except one of the greatest failures of our military and failure of leadership. And I don't even think that it's the military's failure as much as it is the commander-in-chief's failure. I don't even think it's the intelligence failure. I'm very critical of intelligence. I don't think they failed here. Marco Rubio was very clear. He's on the Intel Committee. We were screaming at them, both sides of the aisle. This is going to be a disaster. Nobody listened.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. That means that 82% of you listening right now will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. If you're hiring, 82% of you will recall that ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster and easier. And 82% of you will note that you can try ZipRecruiter for free today. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. 82% of you will keep in mind that ZipRecruiter's technology finds qualified people for your job and actively invites them to apply.
Scott, is that you? Who are you talking to?
82% of you will also know that I, live with my mom. But the most important thing to note is that ZipRecruiter works. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Will you be part of the 82% who remember where you can try ZipRecruiter for free? It's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Again, that exclusive link is ZipRecruiter.com/free. How much? Free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Warm and dry today. We'll have sunshine and our afternoon highs in the low to mid 90s. Could be a little bit breezy, especially in the afternoon. Overnight, a few clouds and mid 60s. And then tomorrow we'll be in the low 90s again. Just a slim chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. A few afternoon storms for the upcoming weekend, mainly in the afternoons, and highs around 90. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. The number of people filing for unemployment benefits has fallen for a 4th consecutive week.
The Labor Department reports the jobless claims fell by 29,000 to 348,000. The weekly pace of applications for unemployment aid has fallen more or less steadily since topping 900,000 in early January. The dwindling number of first-time jobless claims has coincided with a widespread administering of vaccines.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Toyota is scaling back vehicle production by 40%, affecting 14 assembly plants in Japan as the surging coronavirus in Southeast Asia chokes off the supply of parts. Japan's top automaker says production will halt completely next month at some plants, partly at others, affecting a wide range of models. Stocks lower on Wall Street at mid-morning, adding to yesterday's losses. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
I believe that God owns everything. He's the source of our wealth, of our talents, and really of every moment in our lives. We may not take credit for anything we have, because whatever we have has been entrusted to us by God to be used cheerfully and generously to serve Him. God wants us to be content with what we have, knowing that He'll provide everything we need for each day. He asks that we use our money wisely, recognizing that it belongs to Him and that someday we'll have to give an account to how we spent it. As a token of our gratitude, He expects us to give a portion of all that we've received to be used in His kingdom. We must use God's gifts to serve others, not for our own glory, but for His. God has also given each of us certain abilities to use, not with a sense of pride, but with gratitude and dedication. As stewards of each moment of time, God calls us to use even that time wisely, making the most of every opportunity to live for Him.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
You've slouched on it. You've slept on it. You've sheltered in place on it until it's worn out. Now it's time for new furniture from Glenn's. Like a breath of fresh air, Glenn's will brighten your home with beautiful new furniture you'll be proud of for years to come. And at Glenn's, everything is ready for immediate delivery. So reopen your life and refresh your home with a trip to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda, where delivery is free since 1953.
The massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean, quality pre-owned vehicles marked way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 of payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2668. Fergalicious.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Ketchup was used as a medicine back in the 1930s. Mike uses ketchup to make friends. He doesn't have a lot of friends. Here's Mike Winters.
Closing in on 10 o'clock. Going to wrap things up for today's show. If you missed any part of it, check it out, ksvptv.com. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of your day, and thanks for all the folks asking and stuff like that. Got a cold, but we're surviving. We'll be back bright and early, 7 a.m. tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.